Greetings, friend of the Grummels. You smell of good fortune. Tell me, what's your lucky do? Kulai Summit's where we stay. Sit around and trade all day. Bring supplies to Shadow Pan. Carry many bags we can. Tiny trogs we Grummels are. Looking small from near or far. Many greetings unto you. Tell me, what's your lucky do? Trail yak, a trail packer. Move along the road. Trail guide leads the pack that do as they are told. Munchies, crunchies, lucky do's and loot. Hose and call us wickets. And ambush our trade route. What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? Yeah, what's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? Pandas do kung fu. What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? Yeah, what's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? Friend of the Grummels. What's your lucky do? Standing by my mountain yak, carry around my backpack. Monkeys trying to attack, but we just stay on track. Lucky doos and funny hats, cousin Sloan sells you mats. Mountain goat has tiny tail, with good fortune we don't fail. Moving down the burlap trail, lucky noses will prevail. Grummel are to your avail, lucky don'ts will not entail. Long beards, baggage tall, lots of fur supply the wall. In the snow, Yeti stand, expedition yak is grand. Wishbone do the lucky do, Yeti do the lucky do. Whetstone do the lucky do, Cleanbelt do the lucky do. You can do the lucky do too, you just need a clean yak and good fortune unto you. This song stuck in your head, you'll be singing it in bed, in school, at the office, by the pool, with a bear, over there, in your car, at a bar. Trust in the lucky do, and it will take you far. What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? Yeah, what's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? Pandas do kung fu. What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? Yeah, what's your lucky do? What's your lucky do? Friend of the Grummels. What's your lucky do?
Okay. Holy moly. Let's see here. Let's get everything up and running. I am feeling lazy today. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm feeling like a lazy ass today, dude. Let's see here. Let's get it straight up. Went to the mountain with the kids. Played in the creek for freaking hours and hours. Oh my god. We are doing a guild meeting tonight. And maybe do a little leveling on the warrior afterwards. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be working on today. Let's hop in to see if we can get into the guild meeting, y'all. So what's up, man? How you doing? Nothing much. Just a little low energy tonight. Had a crazy day playing in the creek.
Nice.
Yeah, how about you? How about you, man? How you doing?
It's good. It's been super hot in New Jersey, so
Oh yeah.
humidity is just super crazy right now. It's like gonna be 96 tomorrow and like 80% humidity. I work outside, so
Oh
it's tough, but
yeah. What part of Jersey are you in?
I'm in like southern Jersey.
Oh, nice. Philly area?
Yeah, by like Atlantic City. I'm more towards the coast.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. I put out the comp for our 10-man. Did you see that?
Yeah, sweet. I saw that. Yeah, I was definitely gonna mention that we should do that
Yeah, we
soon
should do that, yeah.
in the meeting, but
Yeah.
yeah, you got on it. Sweet.
Yeah, I figured I just pop it in there while I was getting everything set up.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Golo?
Golo. You know what I need to do, actually? I'm going to try something this call. I'm going to try to use my headphone mic for Discord. That way, if I want to interact with like my stream, like in between pulls or whatever, then I can do that and not have that go to like the whole raid.
Right. So does my voice come up in your, like me and Golo, do our voice come up in your stream?
Right now, I'm broadcasting it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was listening before. I didn't hear me talking. I had to turn it off though because I was getting double you obviously talking.
Right.
So I muted it. But but I didn't hear me, so I was gonna say if anybody's watching the stream, it might be kind of confusing.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were talking to yourself.
That's okay. That's pretty much what my stream is a lot. It's me talking to myself, so it's okay.
Your mic is a little low, Soul.
Okay, let me turn it up. That is input, right?
I don't know what
Output.
it is. Is it output or is it input?
Is that any better? I turned it up 30%.
Oh, this might not actually work in stream. Shit.
Let me try something else. Hold on.
Maybe it will.
I turned it up another 30%. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's better.
Cool. What's up, Golo?
What's up, Golo?
Yo.
Welcome back.
Jet lagged AF.
Yeah.
Jet lagged
How
AF.
long were you gone for, dude? Like on
2
vacation?
weeks.
Really? I felt like it was so much longer. Maybe you weren't like really playing on the pre-patch too much, were you?
Pre-patch started
Well,
when
the pre-patch started when he left. Yeah.
so I haven't been
Oh.
on for the whole pre-patch.
Oh shit! It feels like it's been pre-patched for 2 months, dude. That's what it feels like to me because there's not really anything to do.
Yeah, been trying to stay busy though.
Yeah, well, you had the level of new character, so at least you had some shit.
Yeah, I could have boosted it, but I figured I'd rather just level it anyway. Good to build the muscle memory, and you know, I had nothing else to do anyway, and I still have a boost now to use on something somewhere. I have no idea what I'm going to use it on.
Yeah, I did the for the for the fraction change and race change thing, I bought like the 3 of them.
Yeah.
But I only did 2 characters, so I have 1 race change, or I mean not race change, 1 faction change, and no server transfer. So I can't even bring over another character. I'd have to pay more, and I don't know. I don't have any other Horde characters on this server.
What's
so
up, Sean?
just
What do you
sitting
think
there.
about the protected industrial dispute by print
They were
units for the
They were
times?
having like the sale or whatever.
I don't really have an opinion, I guess.
How did you use a race or a faction
How you doing
server
tonight, though?
change without a
You doing
faction
well?
change?
Because
We're having like a guild meeting tonight.
I had an alliance rogue that was level 70, which is my rogue that I leveled up. It was on a different server though, so I just transferred him.
Show, tell me if it sounds weird when I do this. Hang on.
The faction change or whatever. Yeah, you guys want to jump right into it?
Yeah, I'm down, dude. I'm down, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I kind of like mentioned some of the topics I wanted to talk about. Just curious if you guys had anything that I didn't mention in the officer chat that you guys wanted to also talk about, or if you want me to just lead with like the shit that I wrote down.
Hold on, I'm trying to find your list real quick. I thought it wasn't that far up. It is a little far up. We've been chatting the last day or two, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. There we go. I got you.
Yeah, I say we start with your list, Soul. I don't really have anything else to add right now that I can think of.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure we'll discuss like.
Yeah, show me. I mean, like, I'm
you know, we'll talk through it or whatever. But
I'm trying to use
yeah,
2
so
mics. See how that goes.
Was to do the raid leading call out situation. We kind of talked about that a little bit. In the I was looking at the announcements. In the announcements, it has TRT doing call outs and stuff. I don't know if anybody even really talked to him about that, or
Not since we first chatted about it a while ago.
Test it out by doing
right.
some light
What was
ASMR.
his
Yeah.
like mindset on that
He was into
when
it.
you talked to him like a
He
while
was like
ago?
he was like participating in our first meeting that we, like before I made that announcement back in May. So like 2 months ago now. He definitely seemed interested in it. So but I don't know. I have not followed it up. I have not followed up with him. I don't know if he's still interested. So we can have that as like an action item.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to him, or one of us will talk to him, I'm sure. Um, to be honest, I think that it's probably going to end up being a combination of us. We kind of talked about it before. I mean, it depends. If TRT is like, yeah, no, I want to do it, like, and he's excited about it, I trust that he can do it and do it well. Um, but either way, Golo and Funk, you guys are obviously the tanks, which is huge and awesome. So I'm super excited about that. A lot of the mechanics in this first raid are just going to be, the main ones are going to be on the tanks. So I think naturally you guys are going to be calling that shit out anyway and kind of just playing off of each other. I'm sure that you'll get into a rhythm and whatever. So I'm not super worried about that. I think that that's going to come just like naturally.
I
As
feel like
far as,
every mechanic is a tank mechanic. Almost. That's what it feels like.
yeah, I mean, it's like the main shit, right? Like for example, like the first boss of Stone Guards. Like you guys are gonna have to be able to communicate, obviously, and do your
Yeah.
own call outs, like,
Yep.
petrification, you know, whatever Guardian's petrifying. Like Golo has the single one, you have both. If Golo has the petrifying Guardian, then Funk is gonna be like, or Golo is gonna be like taunt to you, because obviously the petrifying Guardian needs to be um, tanked together. He has to reach 100 energy. Um, so yeah, it's shit like that. You guys are gonna be able to um, naturally, I think, just kind of fall into that role with the tank stuff, call outs for that. So I'm not worried about that. To be honest, I'm not really worried about the call out thing as much since our conversation. I think that if we're like strategizing together and we're all kind of on the same page going in, that I'll just naturally do a lot of the, we'll call them raid callouts. So just like target switches, like key mechanics that aren't directly related to tanks, you know, cooldowns, like healing cooldowns, whatever, DPS cooldowns, shit like that. I think that I'll be able to handle that for the most part.
So you're saying you're gonna
Um,
shot call the fights?
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying like the other day, like I don't want it to be in a situation where like I just say like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then nobody really, like the officer core doesn't really like do the strategizing part together, and then it's like, okay, well, I'm the only one who knows the strat that we're doing tonight, and then I also have to, you know, execute that strategy by myself, and you know, nobody else really knows what I'm thinking because I'm the only one who did it. Not saying that you guys are like lazy or wouldn't do it. I'm just saying like I don't want that to be the situation where I have to do like all the shit and then just come to raid and be like, "Okay, everybody, this is what we're doing tonight." You know what I mean? I'm trying to avoid that.
I think the expectation of the guild, I mean, as the way it's been since the guild has been raiding, back in SOD through Kata and then now, I think the expectation persists. Like, you need to understand what's going on before you come to raid night. Like, because otherwise you're wasting people's time. There's no way in hell that Golo and I won't know what's going on, right? Because we have to with tanking. Otherwise, we're truly griefing the team here.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about like as far as like the mechanics and what the bosses do. I'm saying that like there's different strategies for these bosses, like completely different strategies, and some of the really good teams do it this way, some of the middle of the pack teams do it this way, and then some of the, more casual teams, we'll call them, do it this way. And deciding on which way we're going to do the fights and how we're going to progress, and knowing that there are other options to do the fights in these ways, like I want us to all kind of be on the same page going in to the raid. Like, okay, we're going to try this kind of cheese strat
Mm-hmm.
first
Yeah.
or whatever. We'll see if it's working. If not, like we have a plan to go to a different strat. It requires 3 healers instead. We're not just running 2 healers trying to fucking nuke everything down at once and she's a boss or whatever. I feel like that stuff is like more of the strategy part of it. As far as like raid cooldowns, healing cooldowns, shit like that, we'll kind of figure it out. Like I was kind of mentioning before, about like if we have in method raid tools like smoke bomb for the first raid cooldown and then spirit link for the second one, which we don't have in our raid, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Actually with TRT we do have spirit link.
Do we
But
have Spirit Link with Ellie? Does Ellie
well,
get Spirit Link?
TRT
No. But if he switches the healer, we have it.
right.
Yeah. Cool.
I think, yeah, like Ellie doesn't get Spirit Link, right?
No.
That's a
Not
Dwarf
according
skill.
to this comp tool. It does not.
Right.
Yeah. That's only for Resto Shaman.
That's more of the strategizing part of it that I'm kind of talking about, is like the more in-depth. Like what I wrote up is pretty much just what the bosses do in the most basic form. At the very least, everybody should read that and know, what the bosses do. That's all that's really for. I'm like back and forth about adding to that or just leaving it as this is what the bosses are going to do, and then have like a couple little notes and then do the rest of the strategizing in method raid tools. So that's going to be positioning, which is super important on a lot of these fights, like Fang with the flame phase on Fang, particularly like making sure that people are dropping their flames in the right place and shit, because that does pretty much one shot on heroic. So it's
I would
just shit like
say
that.
I would say let's put the strategy in with each boss fight as well. I mean, there's no reason why we can't have it there. If someone's reading what the boss does, let's have the strategy down at the bottom as well. And we're getting into the point as well. When we met 2 months ago, we said that we were going to meet every Wednesday before raid. And so I think so, right? Did we say that?
I know I was definitely pushing for more guild meetings. If there's anything that I think that we could improve on,
Yeah,
from
that's what
Panda,
we said. Every Wednesday we would meet before raid at 7:15. So
I could still do that.
I would say that starts this week and continues on, like,
Yep.
indefinitely.
I would love
Yeah.
that. I think
So
that's huge for just like
right.
everything. I don't know, just communication within like the officer corps, I feel like is so important. It's something that we didn't really have, or not we had it, but we could definitely have improved on it from Kata. Like a lot of the shit that I'm going to mention tonight is stuff that we can improve on from Kata, because we had a good guild, successful heroic raiding guild. We're like top 50 or top 60 or whatever we were. Like we were really like kind of getting into the groove at the end there. And I have similar like expectations for this group. Obviously we have some new players, but the core that we have is like solid. I'm super hyped on the guys that we've been playing with, coming back and all that. So I have pretty high expectations. So I think that the main thing that would hold us back from that is just like planning strategy, going into it, like having a good plan, leadership.
Yeah, no,
And
I agree. Let's keep moving through the list though, and then
yeah,
we
for sure.
can start to strategize. So for now, I got you down as shot calling, so I took out the action item about whether Bleezy /TRT is open to shot calling because you're doing it. But
Yep. And
he
based
did
on tier,
he did mention that he was going to help with weak auras potentially. So I don't know if that's still something that we can ask him about or not. I don't know if he's interested in that still or has the time or interest to do that or not.
yeah, I talked to him. He said, I didn't talk to him about any of this shit specifically, but I did talk to him as far as like, hey, when are you coming back? Whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm just taking a break right now so that I'm not like burnt out when I come back or whatever, because he plays obviously retail a lot too. So
Cool.
he's taking a break from WoW just completely, and then he's like locked in for rating, obviously classic. And
Hell yeah.
once he's like back in the groove of things, I'm sure that naturally, just based on his personality, he's going to want to participate in
Be more
some
involved.
aspect, and he'll have
Cool.
opinions, whatever. But we're not like relying on that. If you know, if he
Yeah, I
feels
agree.
like I just want to come into raid and press buttons, like that's perfectly fine. We don't expect anything. If he wants to help, just based on how he is as a person, like I'm open to it
Cool.
for
Yeah,
sure.
totally. Okay, cool. So you'll do the shotgun soul, but I'm still gonna do. Golo and I are gonna be communicative, of course, because we have to be as tanks. So there's gonna be at least 3 of us talking, and then I'm gonna. My goal is to lead the raid outside of fights. So I'll be like, I'm separating these two into like shot calling and raid leading. Right? Like I'm gonna lead the raid, and then when we get into a fight, you're shot calling. Does that make sense?
Yep, for sure.
Cool.
And based on past experience, you're really good at that, keeping everybody kind of going, focused, and like not wasting time. That's a huge thing. Like wasting a bunch of time
Yeah. Let's
before.
just like
I
get the
know
next
you don't
pull
want
in.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Cool.
All right. Next on my list is guild bank shit.
Guild bank
So
shit.
we talked about. All right. Well, let me just again drawing from Arcada experience. Felt like it could have been better, but I wasn't as involved in the guild bank thing, so Golo will probably know a lot more about this than I was. So let me just say what I would love for it to be. And then I guess Golo and you will tell me if that is possible. I would love for the guild bank to be more impactful for the raiders, specifically, just because
In what way?
it's a really small guild. Um, so we have like 10 raiders. We'll probably do an alt team. It sounds like Villain is interested in like doing some shit with his buddies or whatever.
Mhm.
So if we can fund the guild bank, I would love to see just more like enchants, more gems, more help repairs, which we didn't get till like late in Kata. Um, whatever. Just like that is you don't even have to think about that shit. That's what I would want it to be. Obviously everything's going to be expensive at the beginning, but I think that we also discussed about selling BOEs and shit to fund this. So I think that if everybody's in agreement that that's kind of what we're doing, then I think it would be good. The thing that I'm trying to avoid is that like Kata, I feel like we always had like I don't know, I'm just gonna make up a number, but we had like 15K in the guild bank, right? And it's not that much, but at the end of Kata, and then we were like, all right, we're gonna call it quits or whatever. That money just
Jemmy
got
Daddy.
divided up between whoever, I don't know, Skiz, I guess, and Golo, and then it was just
You guys
never
just
seemed like
robbed the guild bank dry, huh?
you know. And I'm not like I don't care that that happened, but I'm just saying like I don't want to just have a surplus of gold sitting in the guild bank, if that makes sense.
There was more
You know
than
what I
that,
mean?
Trixie, I think.
Well,
So I want to avoid that for sure.
my only counter to that is that we only really did one phase, right? The purpose of building the guild bank up in phase 1 was to be more aggressive with our BOE purchases in phase 2. It's just like that part never coalesced,
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's important
So we had like a
context. But yeah, still.
long-term goal.
Well, yeah,
That
and then it
makes
gets to a point where like do we want to support raiders with BOEs, Darkmoon cards, and like big ticket items, or do we want to support them with like enchants and repairs and gems? And I don't think there's a wrong answer here. I think the only wrong answer is if like we try to do both and then we end up like falling short both in both of them.
Yeah, I think we were pretty good with the enchants and stuff. We were kind of limited a bit more, like in the sense of it was primarily around bis weapons and things. We could maybe be a little more liberal with the enchants. I think we ended up having a decent amount of Nexus crystals at the end of that. So I think we can assess that like as we go. But yeah, I still think that there's degrees to it, right? But I still think the strategy of building up the guild bank in phase 1 is a solid one, because the guilds we're competing against to buy some of these BOEs and items like have been around forever, and they have just a lot more gold than we do.
Right.
So that I do think, but for sure, in the repair thing, like our plan was always to provide repairs on raid nights. It was just a manual process of turning it off and on, and I would often forget. So like at Funk, we can kind of come up with a system to make that, always available.
Just set a reminder on my phone, dude. It's 7 p.m. on raid night. It's just every Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't care. I'll do it. It's fine with me. I don't mind doing it manually like that. It's easy.
I mean, I don't mind doing like donations for gold into the guild bank to obviously help out with this. Now, I don't know if there's other raiders that would feel the same way of like, hey, listen, like maybe we make an announcement like, okay, all the officers are going to donate guild, whatever weekly to the guild bank, and you're benefiting from this too. You're getting gems, enchants for free. Maybe just like make it known like, hey, if you want to, and maybe we have some people that are down. I mean, I don't know. That would help with the BOEs that we're selling. Most likely, I would vote to sell all the BOEs at the beginning, just to sustain this, because one item BOE on one person is not going to make that big of an impact, as big of an impact as fucking 15 enchants that are way worth more stats, and on the rest of the team. So, and gems and all that shit.
yeah, the other kind of unknown for me is, there's, from what I can tell, there's no cauldrons, there's no feasts, or at least feasts are not the best method, or not the like highest stats. And so that was one of the big things.
Feasts are not the highest stats.
No, yeah, individual
so
food.
Individual food is it not the highest stats for anybody, or like for nobody? Like it's just not the best for anybody.
Basically, if you specialize in a certain way, like way of the walk or whatever, like you boost the amount of stats that you put into food that you make. So like you could make a feast that had the highest stats, but it would be only like strength, for example. At least that's how I understand it.
So it's the highest stats unless you have like max cooking with a rep.
No, what I'm saying is the feasts are, instead of the feast, so the feast that says gain, X of your highest stat, right?
Mm-hmm.
That feast is never going to have the highest. It's the specialized food, like the specialized strength, specialized agility, that kind of stuff is like an additional, and it's not an insignificant amount. I think it's like an additional like 100 stat or something.
Is that something that people need cooking for?
I believe it can still be traded, but I don't know. Like, it's just the reading that I was doing before was not super clear on it. So I'm not sure if that's going to make it more or less expensive for us to provide food and flasks and stuff. Like that's just something to consider that is different than Kata, because that is
Right.
something that Skiz and I put a lot of effort into providing every week,
Hmm.
and that may be, I mean, ideally it's less expensive, but I could see a world in which it's much more expensive than it was before.
Right. Yeah, we'll have to gauge that. Um, you know, when we get there.
Dang, that puts us, yeah, that puts us in a tough decision, right? Like, do we want to ask people to make sure that they bring their own food, right? Because it's worth it, because it's better for everybody. Is that something that
Yeah,
we
I
want to
mean,
provide?
I definitely think our standard is take every advantage that we can get. So if it's a
Yeah.
100 stat difference is pretty significant.
Hmm.
You know,
I
for
agree.
Prague, that's going to be important. Obviously, we don't want to miss out on anything like that. So whether we're able to provide it or the Raiders have to, get it themselves, then I think that should pretty much be expected. Maybe we have the feast as like for like serious Prague, like okay, we're starting fucking Spirit Kings, first pulls on heroic. Obviously, we'll have something, but or maybe we just use nothing for the first ones until we're like close. You know, as we're getting closer, we use the better food. Is what I'm saying. Um, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, okay. So in Cataclysm, we provided all consumables to people through cauldrons and feasts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Not potions, but cauldrons and feasts. Yes.
Cauldrons don't exist in MoP either.
Not potions.
Hmm.
But cauldrons don't exist
Uh,
in MoP, and the best food is individually brought.
yeah, we definitely didn't provide combat potions. So we just did flasks and cauldrons. I mean flasks and feasts.
I might do TikTok later, Trixie.
Yeah, no, it's on the Raiders for sure to bring combat
I'm not sure yet.
potions, I would say.
Right. Okay.
So, like,
So let me write this down then. So consumables, flasks, guild,
But again, if we're like
guild, combat, individual.
if we're like getting okay, we get super lucky, we get a bunch of BOEs and fucking some whale buys them all, whatever. And it seems like it's sustainable to provide that. Like I'm 100% for providing the combat potions if that's the case. If we can do gems, enchants, repairs, all that shit. What I don't want is just to like just bank a shitload of gold for with no real plan for it. No like I mean, it sounded like we did have a plan in Kata that just never happened.
Yeah.
But
I hear, yeah, that's a good system, Trixie,
I
for
don't know.
sure.
I just want as little financial burden to raid on the raiders as possible. I just want them to show up knowing what to do. And with that being said, like, they just have to know what they're doing. And, it's only 10 people, so
Okay, Trixie,
we'll
see
be
ya.
able to figure out real
Come
quick
back later.
if people aren't doing that, I don't know. I'm kind of going different places here, but
Okay. No, it's
yeah.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just writing down what I'm thinking about what we provide versus what individuals provide. So the only thing that I have so far for the individual is combat potions. Otherwise, I'm seeing flask. Here's what I have: flask guild, food guild, combat potions individual, repairs on raid night guild, enchants guild, gems guild.
Right. That's ideally like what I would love it to be if we can afford to do that. Now, whether that be with donations or whatever, like I said, I'll contribute. Everybody's going to be playing a lot during the beginning. I would hope that some people would be down to do that, aside from BOEs and shit like that.
It just seems like a lot. I mean, I'm not used to running guilds with a guild bank. I'm used to running guilds in classic. So like, I don't know. It seems like the expectation is that the guild does provide all this. like we're also asking for donations, or asking like not even asking for donations. We're asking for like, you need to contribute. And at a certain point, I'm thinking like, at what point does this just become a system where it's like we're adding governance to something that doesn't need governance, where they can just keep their money and buy the shit that they need?
Yeah, I mean that is a point, and that was kind of an afterthought for the donations. But my main point was just you could throw it out there and see if anybody wants to. Maybe there's some people that are buying gold or whatever. You know, they don't really care, um, and they want to help out. I don't know. That's not really the main point of it, though. The main point of my main point is like, if it's sustainable, then I want to do the maximum amount that we can for the Raiders. It's 10 people, and it's a really close knit like type of guild. So if it's possible, you know, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like, you know, we can only do repairs and
Like the
enchants
repairs,
for
like,
bits. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
I mean, I think here's what I'm thinking. This is going to be opposite. And that is like, why don't we just give the BOEs out to people? And like, because and here's my thought process. And I want to hear what you all have to say in counter to this as well. BOEs seem to unfairly fall to a few classes. Like, not every class has like a BOE that's like that they need to buy, or that's good for them. At least that was the case in Kata, I believe. So like, if we get a BOE, why don't we just give that to the person? And then that is like the most, this just seems like the most fair way of distributing things. And then the individual can be responsible for bringing all their consumables, which is also fair because we all have to have the same consumables.
Yeah, I mean, we could put it to a poll to the guild if they would want to do that. I have a feeling that most people wouldn't want that. The off chance that they get the BOE that they want for their class, rolling against probably other people, cloth fucking hands, whatever. You know, there's 4 people rolling on that. They're giving up gems, enchants, everything for the chance that they might get a BOE, because if we're not selling the BOEs, we're not funding anything else. You know what I mean? How are we getting the gold to do anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I hear
We can
you.
pull it.
I'm just trying to get to a point that's like the most fair. That feels like the most fair to me. I see your point about rolling them off if there's a BOE that 4 people need. If there's a BOE that's best in slot for 4 people, then yeah, obviously that's going to be tough. Then we just
None
give
of
it
it's
out.
gonna be best in slot.
Oh, okay.
Everything is gonna it's not heroic BOEs, right? So everything is just for prog. Maybe, I mean, maybe it would help. I could see like maybe a weapon, but again, that's gonna sell for the most. I didn't look at the BOE list. I don't know what's there. If there's like a trinket, probably not. But um, I mean, I would say in the case where there's something really good that like actually is sought after, but I could only imagine that a trinket would be good, and I don't think that they're gonna put a trinket BOE best bis from normal. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I would say pull it if you want, but I don't see any way that we're affording to do
Well, if
any
they're
of the
not
shit we've been talking about if we're like giving away the BOEs. That
best
will
in slot, then I
hopefully.
would say then we'll just sell them. I don't think it's going to make a difference on us progging anything.
Right. That's kind of, you know, you're getting way more in stats from getting enchants on not best in slot gear than getting a normal weapon, which, you know, kind of leading into the next thing, if you guys don't mind.
Well, let's
Well,
finish this though.
let's finish.
So
Yeah.
I think like realistically, it was pretty easy to provide most of this stuff. The only question marks in my mind are gems and the food. Everything else I think makes sense. Like it makes sense to like, you know, for people to donate herbs and for us to kind of combine resources. I think that'll be the most efficient. and get a bunch of flasks out. It makes sense. Like the guild is gonna be disenchanting, the purples that we don't use,
Right.
right? It makes sense for us to control that and then to provide that to the raiders. So like, those two are the only ones that I really have question marks. Everything else should be very much within our power to provide without too much effort.
What two do you have question
Right.
marks on again?
The personal food and gems.
Personal food and gems. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sorry, I'm like learning as this conversation is going. I'm not making any like declarations here. So like,
No, for sure.
if BOEs aren't best in slot, then frankly, I would just sell them all. And then next tier, we have a guild bank to buy them, similar to how we did it in Cataclysm, and we try to provide as much as we can to anybody.
Right.
And we just put that out there. Because yeah, honestly, I don't see how I don't see it making the difference in progression.
Right.
You know, like in my opinion, like even like a piece of Prebus, like we don't have a lot of time from MoP launch until July 31st. The raid comes out. Like I would prefer, like, instead of someone running that dungeon again, I'd prefer you make sure you know exactly what's happening on this boss. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having a chance to get a piece of Prebus, I'd rather you look at the video again and make sure you know what's going on. Obviously, that's the more boring thing to do, but like that's going to lead to our success more than your like 1% increase in DPS or something like that.
Right. And a lot of that falls on leadership too, and our prepping. Obviously everybody should know coming in what the bosses do, but as far as strategy, they're not really gonna know as much about that unless we put out stuff about that before raid, or we're just explaining it for the first time during raid. So I would like to have stuff out for them to kind of know, like, okay, this is the positioning on Fang with the flames. Like, we're all stacking the flames on this side, and then you're gonna stand on the other side of the boss when he does this, like whatever. But as far as like specifics, where people are supposed to be, where we're gonna tank the bosses, whatever stuff like that, that should all be ahead of time by us. But kind of like, I wasn't trying to change subjects before, but it kind of bleeds into the selling the BOE thing, so that's why I wanted to mention it.
Mm-hmm.
But it also goes along with the prep for week 1 shit, because if I'm expecting us, we'll discuss this, but the TLDR is if we're gonna be doing maybe one normal clear and then jumping right into heroics, then the value of those quote unquote pre-bis items mean nothing, because everything from heroic is gonna be bis anyway, and we're gonna spend 1, maybe 2 weeks, I doubt it, doing normal clears, if we even do that. So, the value of the quote unquote pre-bis BOEs from the normal raid literally mean nothing.
Oh, I know we can count on you, Billy.
But that just depends on our plan for that. So, that's all I was gonna say about that until we get to it. And then we could discuss that further, I guess.
What our progression plan is going to be like for week 1.
Yeah.
No, I definitely want to get into that too. I just want to clarify where we're at with the bank and what we're doing and what we expect other people to do.
Yeah, I mean,
so we're saying guild provides flasks, maybe food, repairs, enchants, gems. Individual provides maybe food and combat potions.
right. That sounds
And then
like
we're selling
reasonable.
We're selling the raid BOEs.
I would vote to sell that.
Yeah.
Just in order to fund, because where else is the gold coming from to do any of that other stuff? You know what I mean? Nobody is just gonna say, all right, well, here's 20K for the guild bank.
Yeah, I don't expect anyone.
Now,
I don't expect.
I don't have gold like that.
I don't either. I don't either. I don't, and yeah, I don't have the gold to contribute to the guild bank and buy this stuff for other people, and I don't expect anyone else to have it either. So, in the first week, people are going to be expected to bring more than they typically would, probably.
Yeah, or contribute materials, like stuff like that.
Yeah, or contribute materials, like
Yeah,
for
and you could
flasks and
put,
food,
you could
mostly.
put it out there as like, if you want to, no fucking, tips appreciated, not necessary. Just if you want to help, we're a small guild and we're a close guild, and we are gamers, and you're gonna do well here if you play well and whatever. We're gonna kill bosses. Nobody's really worried about that. It's more of just you know how much effort do you want to put
That's a good
into
idea,
this
dogs.
community if you want to. If not, we'll handle it, but that will probably require selling BOEs. Which
Would we want to give a
unfortunately,
concession, a discount to someone in the guild who wants to buy a BOE? So like 50% of the auction house price. If they like really want it, or like 75%, like
it
25%
just
off.
depends how much this shit costs. We might find out that selling the BOEs, we don't even have enough to do enchants on everything, so it's just bis items at that point. Yeah, I mean that might be the
Well,
case. We don't know.
yeah, I mean, I remember in phase 1 in Kata, there were BOEs that were BIS, even though they were normal, just because of the stat allocations and stuff like that. Like, and it didn't have a equivalent in heroic raid, like the wands I'm thinking of.
Oh, so some
Um,
BOEs could be BIS.
it's possible. It's not
Okay,
likely that it's going to be most of them, but
right.
some of them were. So
Yeah,
I
it's
think
very unlikely.
yeah, if there was an actual BOE that's BIS, then I think we make a strong consideration to give it out.
Just give it out. Yeah,
But I don't really love like the half price. It's kind of like the worst of both worlds. Like I think we should either just give it to someone if it's like really BIS, or to just sell it for full price to recoup the money for the guild.
sure.
Yep, I agree with that for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Okay,
there
cool.
should definitely be an asterisk there if it's BIS for some reason, which again, it's going to be a huge item level difference. So in the case with like BWL, I think there was like Chelly's wand or whatever. I I can't. There
Hmm.
wasn't another heroic wand drop in that whole fucking raid in any of the raids.
Or it was, but like it didn't have like the normal wand had hit or something, right? Which like everyone needed. I can't remember exactly what it was, but
Okay,
there was one or
Okay, good
two
to know,
items that
Smite.
were like that. But there's no guarantee that's going to repeat.
right.
Cool. So yeah,
Uh,
we're just gonna sell them full price.
cool.
And well, I mean, if someone really, really wants it, I don't mind taking some money off. Like, that's fine. Like, if someone really, really wants the BOE that drops and they have the money to spend it, like, I'm not, we can take like 20% off maybe. And if more than one person, if like, if more than one person wants it to spend that kind of money, then they can roll on the bill, the rights to buy it. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I don't want to say no to someone who really, really wants it and like has the money, but like not a very big discount though.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever.
That's
Yeah.
fine
We'll
with me.
If someone's like dying on that hill, like I'd rather
No,
just
no,
like,
no.
yeah.
No, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I have no pushback against any of the shit you guys are saying. My only point was that I just want to be able to provide more for the 9 other raiders that are there. So whatever. However we can do that, I'm cool with that. I just want to make that was my whole point. That was it.
No,
I,
I do too, and I think it's a good point to bring up because we do, well, as we've seen, we do have to get down to the nitty gritty on this and see how we're gonna run shit. So I think it's a good yeah.
while we're here, I mean it's a different. Are we ready to move on to a different subject? But it's not on my list. But we're kind of talking about it. Are
Sure.
we ready to keep
Yeah,
going?
I just want to clarify that week 1 we might not be able to provide all the things we say we will.
Well, yeah. Also, the other
That's all I wanted.
question mark about food is that it's tied to the daily grinds with the farmer faction, and so we may not even be able to provide all the best food week 1. Like it might be something we can do later on, but
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
we could provide feast week 1. That's a possibility. If people don't even have access to that food yet, or would that be like an individual thing? Like you're expected to do the dailies to have access to that shit.
I would hope that everybody would come prepared the first week. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody can expect us to do all of that the first week. You know,
Yeah.
again, this is all pending on selling BOEs and shit for
Right.
gold. So
Right.
yeah,
Cool.
no, it should be expected that everybody comes with combat potions and whatever first week, and we will figure it out from there as we get funds and shit.
Yep. Okay, sounds good. I think we have a good a plan though. Go ahead, Soul. What'd you have next?
Yeah, so we're talking about BIS and pre-BIS and all that shit. Loot, we talked about it. I think that we kind of decided amongst the officers a while ago that we were going to do very similar or exactly the same as we did in Kata. Are we still on board with that?
Yes, that'd be my preference. The only caveat to that is that again, this is mainly just a week one type of problem, but the BIS, like TMB may not be up to date the first week. I remember it took like, I think 2 or 3 weeks before they had their like lists all together. So,
Yeah.
we may have to like just do like, I don't know, loot council or some rules or whatever you guys want to do for week one. If TMB is not up to date.
Okay. Yeah, I really liked how we did loot, and I think that we didn't really have any complaints on how we did it. It's probably different for a lot of people, but to be honest, it's a little bit more casual, and the gear still kind of goes where it's going. So for anybody who is not who didn't play with us in Kata that's in Funk Stream, pretty much we use That's My BIS, which is just a site where you could pretty much click and drag all your BIS stuff, all the items that you want into a list, and then if that item drops, then it gets rolled out. I mean, I'm sorry, it doesn't get rolled out. It gets loot counseled based on that list. So that's pretty much how we did it, and it worked really well. It's just a less shitty version of loot council. I think people think it's loot council with another step, but it worked for us, and everybody was super happy with how we did it. So again, it's a 10-man guild, and it's small, and it's always fair, so
And it means we don't have to use RC loot council, which absolutely fucking blows.
Yeah.
right.
When we met
Which
2 months
is
ago, we said that's my BIS for input, and then we loot council from there.
Yeah,
And
so
we
if you just
said
wanna put a note,
it'd be a prio system, and that Golo would be a solo decider a lot of times. Like this was kind of Golo's big responsibility, so to speak. Does that sound right to everybody?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's
So
my BIS. I like it. I forget what I was gonna say.
so if you don't get a piece of loot, then you didn't grease the wheels as much as you should have.
I do take donations.
Corruption.
It was super fair, and
Yeah.
I really like that system. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I would make a note. I'm assuming what I would hope for is that we make a big announcement with a lot of the shit that we're kind of talking about. Strategy, obviously we posted the raid roster already. Loot, like there's some people that might not know. I don't think we made an announcement about all that, but people are gonna have to go on That's My BIS and make a list. Like, I want people to have time to do that.
Yeah.
Because it is another step. So maybe just put a note that needs to be mentioned in an announcement to the guild. Let them know.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Anything else about loot?
I mean, that's my best contributions. No, I think we're good with loot. Yeah, we talked about it last time, and I think we're still there. We're still good.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. If someone isn't happy with it, honestly, this guild has always been like no loot drama bullshit. Like, if you're gonna come in here with loot drama, it's not gonna work. I don't care if you're top DPS. I don't care what the fuck you do. You're done. Like, I don't want to hear about it. Like, fuck that. So
With that being said, top DPS consistently.
it's not that
Good
you can't be
player.
like, why did he get that instead of me? Like, that's not loot drama. Like, that's like just
Yeah.
trying to figure out why that happened.
But what I'm saying is like everybody in here, especially the core players that we know, are all like pretty hardcore serious gamers, I would say. So if you're doing really well and you show up every week and you are a integral piece, which everybody is in 10 man, but
Yeah.
obviously that we notice that shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, obviously.
And that's also kind of going back to the point of like, I'd rather you watch the video one more time than do that heroic dungeon one more time to get a piece of Prebis, because like in 10 man, like you really matter. Like everyone really matters in 10 man. Like if someone's fucking up, like it's gonna make a huge difference.
Yeah, it's super important. I mean, to me it's so much more fun because like you really have to coordinate like CC and shit. You really have to coordinate, for like the EMPs, kiting out the defenders. I forget what they're called, but the shield guys who
Emperor's
can explode.
Courage, yeah. Emperor's
Yeah, like
Rage, yeah.
with 10 people, you have, you know, a freezing trap, a binding trap, a howl of terror. Like these need to be kind of done in a specific order, and people need to lock in. So
Yep.
it's much more like intimate, I guess, and it's much more
Oh yeah.
like you have a large role in like things going well, because if you miss a CC on them, and it gets to the tank or whatever, then you're fucked, and you don't have 25 fucking CCs. So
Right.
it's more fun. I like it, but I could see why people like 25 man. I guess it's more of like the premier rating
Yeah, 25 man
situation.
definitely
I don't know.
seems more premier. Like the the standard.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, I also like 10 man. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like them both. I like 25 man because it seems like it's bigger. Obviously it's on that grander scale. I think that's why it has that like standard kind of like association with it. But 10 man is just like, it's so like everybody really has to play their part. And like speaking on that same line, like we expect a lot from everyone that's on the 10 man raid, but we also have to understand that a lot of people are on new classes, where we have some newcomers we haven't raided together in a while. Even for some of us that have raided together for a long time, for several weeks, we haven't raided together in a while. We have new shot caller. Soul's going to be shot calling for the first time, I believe, in history. So it's like it's going to take. We're gonna have growing pains. So I think
Yeah,
we should definitely keep with the high expectations, with the caveat of like there's going to be growing pains in the first week or two, and like if we're not making the progress that you're expecting to make, just like it's gonna get there. Like we're gonna get there. It's just gonna take
yeah,
time
no,
for it to
for sure.
coalesce.
I'm super confident with like how the raid is gonna go and how everybody is. And I've been in GM and officer roles many times where I was shot calling, and but the only difference here is that I've never played MoP before. So all of this is
Right.
new. It just takes a lot more. That's kind of why I was saying like
Yeah.
I don't want to be the only one that is doing the strategy and everything, because one, I've never done them before. Like I've done it for like BC, all of BC. Like I know all of BC raids on the back of my hand, and
Oh, nice, dude.
I was really good at shot calling that. I had some experience. I had to obviously do research and figure shit out, but I just know the raids already. I don't have that luxury, so everything is new. I skipped MOP, so it's new to me. I'm excited about it. We'll get there for sure. Um, but yeah, I'm also like, I'm sure that there's raiders in here that are familiar with MOP, and they might know, some shit that I didn't research, and I am very open to
Yeah.
suggestions or whatever. Like I'm definitely not like a fucking, you know, sergeant or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't get the vibe for that for any of us. So yeah,
Yeah.
especially with the 10-man, it seems kind of silly to have that role because like, you know, I can see that role being semi useful in larger raid groups, but I don't really see how that I don't really think that's necessary for the 10-man.
Yeah. I do hate wasting time though. So
Well, me
hopefully,
too. I'll keep it going, dude. Don't worry.
yeah, no.
Me too. That was one of like the core things of the original guild. Is like, do not waste my fucking time. Do not waste their time because like I was like coming from guilds that would just be like, oh, so and so is late again. I guess we're starting 20 minutes late again, and I'm like, nah, dude, nah, that ain't gonna
Yeah.
happen.
I was also having a discussion with one Arga maybe today, and
Hmm.
I was talking about he was asking about the raid times, or I asked him if he knew, and he could make them.
Oh, good, yeah,
We have it listed as 8 to 12, right? That's our
yes,
raid time. So
yes,
I'm only thinking that we're gonna be doing 12 o'clock for Prague. I'm really hoping or assuming that it's gonna go down.
Oh
absolutely,
So
yeah, 100%.
absolutely.
that's just for Prague. So maybe it doesn't say that anywhere. So maybe make that a caveat, like or like an asterisk next to it that that is just for like Prague, heroic Prague.
Yeah, well,
Other
of
than
course,
that,
once
it'll
we get
probably
into
be
farm
you know,
mode, it's going to take less time to clear stuff.
yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
I don't mind I don't mind putting it in there just for like double, you know, that clarification.
Yeah. And then also under your announcements, if we could do this also isn't on my list, but required shit, required add-ons, whatever. It's only three that I could think of. That's my bis. Do you need Gargle to do this or no?
I'd recommend Gargle. Yeah, I think Gargle should be. TMB is
How dare you,
not an
Price?
add-on. You just
Right,
fill it
right.
out ahead of time. But yeah, just do Gargle for loot.
Yep. So Gargle, TMB, obviously it needs to be filled out. Method raid tools, we're definitely going to be using that. And Foji. Those are things that everybody should have. I know there's another one that's not Foji that TRT uses. That is acceptable too. I forget what he uses though. Um,
You guys really like Foji instead of just using like DBM? I didn't love Foji in Kata. I thought it was too much.
so it's too much if you don't do anything with it. But if you do, um, like if you just download Foji and then just let it place shit wherever it wants to, then yeah, it's gonna kind of be shitty. But if you get Foji and you go through and just say, okay, well, these are the important tank things that I need to know, and I'm gonna put them right here. It is super valuable, especially when there's a lot of shit going on. Um, I would recommend that everybody has it. Um, TRT had his set up. Like TRT is really good with that shit because he had his. I was watching him stream and raid and shit. He had his set up and it was super clean, and everything was just like right there, and there's no thinking about it. Now he wasn't using Foji. I'm pretty sure he was using something else. I forget who it was, and I think that he might have like paid for it, but you can also like give it to people too. I don't think that everybody needs to pay for it. We'll have to talk to him about that, but I would recommend that people use Foji for sure. Um,
Okay.
I'd be okay with just specifying like a raid cooldown software. You know, like, and I mean, if we do get packs that we can share, then I'd be fine with saying, hey, you need this week aura. You know what I mean? This pack. But like, if we don't, I don't expect people to pay for that stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, no, nobody would have to pay for anything, but like you don't have to pay for Foji, I don't think.
Well, technically you do, but
Oh, really?
yeah, but in practice, people tend to share them.
All right. I guess we can leave that off and just put what Golo said, like a raid cooldown software or whatever you want to call it. I mean, yeah, DBM or bigwigs at the bare minimum.
Yeah, I think DBM bigwigs is the minimum, and then we'll kind of assess from there. And if it seems like we need some extra support, then we can look into getting Foji. I mean, I don't mind. I'm sure it's not very expensive. I don't mind getting it and sharing it with people if that's going to
Well, let's
help
just
us
say
in the guild. Then
they
yeah, I'll
need
do
weak
it.
aura, right? I mean, I would expect everyone to have it anyways, but they need weak
Yeah.
auras, and then if we mandate a specific aura, then they need to be able to use it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I feel like I don't even need to add that. If you don't have weak auras, why are you in this guild?
Yeah, probably not. It's just the ones that pertain specifically to us. Method raid tools is something that I want to use. Obviously, we used
Yep.
the note system.
Mm-hmm.
In that,
Yep.
this kind of switches topics a little bit to like raid strategy, which we will
Yeah.
probably talk about more. This isn't really something that I think that we're going to spend much time on tonight, just because we just need to set up a day. We kind of already talked about it. I'll do like a bunch of research. I'll get some videos. I'll get some Reddit posts, strategies, whatever everybody else has been doing or talking about. I'll gather all that information, and then I just need you guys to come for like 2 hours, and in Method Raid Tools, we'll figure out positioning, cooldowns, fucking all that shit in one day for all the bosses in the MSV, and we'll just have it ready to go. That's how I imagine it happening. I think it'll take less than 2 hours if I do my job. So, I will do that if you guys are cool with spending, some time to just go over some shit and
Yeah,
put together.
I'm totally cool with it. I also feel like what you have so far is like very acceptable.
Yeah, I'm like a
about
fucking
like
overthinker and definitely an over preparer.
for instance, like Stoneguard, you have all the abilities, and we have the heroic mechanics, and we have a little strategy here as well.
Yeah, the strategy part I didn't really do anything with on that boss. I did highlight a couple things, but um that's still pretty much just like what the bosses do. Yeah, there's a couple things I think I
Right.
wrote in one of them, like, obviously like DPS that can move are optimal for painting tiles, like,
Right.
stuff
Right.
like that, like little fucking comments, but I'd like
Yeah.
to have something.
We need something more concrete than that. Absolutely.
Yeah,
We need to be
assignments and
like,
stuff.
yeah, we need to be like, so and so is the one painting tiles.
Yeah,
Like that's the expectation.
but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yep.
And that's what we should put in MRT. Like,
Exactly.
I'm fine with leaving this a little more generic. By this, I mean the descriptions, so we're not having to constantly modify those files. And like, we should just do all the rest of the strategy in MRT.
Yep.
That can be their working document.
And
Yeah.
MRT is awesome because you can have it in raid, right? Like note is in your game on your screen. You're looking at it. Okay, the boss is about to do this big AoE. It's the second time he's doing it. Number 2 says fucking use smoke bomb. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's super easy while you're in the fight if you have the note there. Plus, I mean, positioning and stuff for specific mechanics. They have a full fucking art drawing arena thing that you can use. So I would love to use that. Because again, like unless we put this out that like this is this is where we're gonna be stacking for this whatever. This is when we're using our raid cooldowns and shit. Like nobody is going to know until they get into the raid and it gets called out or explained before the fight. But I'm trying to minimize the time that we're explaining shit before the fight. If it's already out and you want to raid with us and whatever, you're gonna read the shit that we post. You know what I mean? Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that now that we're in Prepatch, we can feel pretty confident that we can start to work in MRT, and we're not going to have any issues with that no carrying forward and stuff.
Yeah, and I could always screenshot, like, I could draw out the whole fucking boss fight positioning, where the tanks are gonna be, whatever. Which isn't, I'm just using that as an example. We really don't need that because you guys are the tanks, and we will have discussed that already. But just for whatever discussion's sake, um, yeah, we can do that, and then I could just screenshot it and post that picture. Like, hey, look, this is where everybody's going to be positioned on the boss. Like, um, assignments for like Elegon come to mind. Like, I don't want to have to think about that and like, okay, well, your fucking Funk is gonna be on Skull, and you're gonna be on. No, the picture is already there with all of the icons, and they're going to stay the same every week, and that's where you're gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I hope. I remember wasting a shitload of time, people not really knowing on like Alakir, doing positioning around the room for Alakir. It's like, dude, it takes fucking 20 minutes to set up, and like, oh, I was on Triangle last week. Well, Triangle was in a
Yeah.
different location, and it's like it's not consistent. So
I didn't like in Cataclysm we had all that information in the Discord. I want it all to be in the game in MRT.
yeah, yep, 100%.
Yeah.
And you could just open up MRT, look at the fucking thing that says Elegon, and it has your icon with your class icon. I mean, it
Yep.
has your raid icon with your class icon on top of it. It's super easy.
Yeah, I'm
And
messing with it on stream now. It's for Elegon, and it's actually quite simple.
yeah.
Quite simple.
So this is the kind of stuff that I want to set up 2 hours or whatever
Yeah.
to go over. Okay, this is how we're gonna position. Like, okay, we're gonna have the lock next to the fucking melee. Like, the lock can help if when it starts to get crazy with the orbs. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right. Right.
Because the lock can do havoc and target two things at one time. So it's like you can put a weaker DPS next to a stronger DPS that can cleave easily. Whatever. That type of strategy is kind of where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll set up a day, and do that. I don't really have anything else to discuss about that, like on stream or like right now.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
kind of something we just have to. We're just gonna do it and put it out there for everybody, and everybody will be on the same page. Yeah.
I say we do it, we put it out, we get it all ready on MRT, and then we like I'd be happy to take a screenshot of those too and put them in the document with the notes about the boss that you have already. And then, as they might get outdated, but it's going to help us a lot in week 1, I think, just to have it all there. So someone can look at it. They can see this is what the boss is going to do. This is where I'm going to stand. I'm the warlock. This is where I'm going to stand. And then I can see, like, we can have like a phase 1 map, phase 2 map. Let's put as many as we need out there. It's like I just mess around with it right now. The only thing I don't have is like the knowledge or the information of where people should go. Other than that, like, this is so easy.
Yeah, it's super, dude. It's such a good fucking.
This
tool.
is so easy to do. Yeah.
And it's in game too, is the huge thing. It's not like, oh, I have to go into Discord and then scroll to Moshigan Vaults and then go to the Google Doc. It's like, no, it's right there.
Right.
All about making it easy. It just requires a little bit more effort on ship is the only thing. We have to kind of prep that stuff, but it's doable for sure.
Yeah, and if like we said with learning experiences, like if it's not perfect, I think people can still make the mental leap to get there. If we at least have some amount of work put into it.
Yeah, I mean, people should recognize that we're not going for rank 1 here. Like, we're gonna do the best that we can, and our past experience has definitely been, good. Like, we've been a really solid raid team, with really good players, and yeah, I want to keep that going. We're just changing some things, changing leadership a little bit, and I just want to make sure that we do do our due diligence and make that happen. I'm super confident in this team. We got a couple new guys, but everybody seems cool and everybody seems pretty solid so far. So I'm super hyped.
Same, dude. I'm also like super excited about MoP and getting into this.
Also, raid is like right around the corner. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. I'm just like excited to level
Yeah,
and like play through the zones. Like I said, I never played MoP before, which is crazy
same.
because I played pretty much every other expansion besides Shadowlands and WoD. I took MoP and WoD I took off, and then I played every other one. So yeah, this is like a new 20-year-old game for me, and it's exciting. It's my favorite game. So
Yeah. Yeah,
do you guys
cool.
want to go into the next topic here?
Progression plan for week 1.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's the next one I have.
So
And
I think we talked about,
I think
but
we'll
we never got the
sorry.
decision. No, go ahead.
I think we should lay down kind of an idea, like a framework right now, and then as we actually get into when we put the boss stuff together, when we do that next meeting, when we put it all on paper, so to speak, then we can like take another look at this and be like, is there anything that we want to change? We just looked at Elegon and he seems like holy crap. I don't know if we want to fucking touch him at all. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
So my thoughts, and I'm open to do whatever you guys want to do. I think this is something that we decide though, and it's not like a poll thing. What I would do is week 1 all normals, even though I think that we probably could kill some heroics week 1. I would say that my vision would be to do all normals week 1 and then week 2 do heroics that are easy. In a, you know, I think that week 1 in barely pre-bis gear, which we're not going to be in, we're not going to all be full pre-bis. So week 1, all normal. Week 2, do heroics, that are obviously not the hard ones, and then just skip over Spirit Kings, probably, definitely Emps, and then skip over Spirit fucking guy, not the Spirit Kings, the other one, the Totem
The
guy.
troll.
I think that,
Is he a
yeah,
hard heroic boss?
I don't think that he's that hard, but I
What's the
know that the other
progression?
ones are pretty easy.
What are the ones that
The,
what's the easiest to hardest that you've seen
so
for
Fang is
heroic?
by far the easiest. So Fang is like week 1, we could probably kill it in like 10 or 15 attempts. I would think it would probably be pretty easy. Apparently that boss is like a loot pinata, and then Elegon's not super hard from what I see, but there are a lot of mechanics. So the thing that I'm worried about is that everybody's coming into this fight, no matter how much prep we do, strategy, whatever, everything's laid out for them. Even with that being said, the fights are still going to be hard, and the mechanics are going to be mechanics that nobody has even done once on normal. That is my big thing about not doing heroics week 1. Now I want to do heroics as soon as possible, so I'm thinking like week 2. But I think it would be super beneficial to just do the fights on normal week 1, and then the second week be like, okay, we're gonna do Stoneguard and Fang, and we're gonna smash our face against it, and do 20 wipes a boss, whatever. I think that no boss on normal is gonna take us more than 5 attempts. So we have a nice, easy, fucking blow through the raid normal, get a bunch of fucking upgrades that are going to be, better than pre-bis. Another week to gear and finish off the rest of the pre-bis, and then we come back on heroic the next week and say, okay, we're gonna smash our face against some of these bosses, and it's gonna be a little bit tougher of a raid environment or whatever. But just going at that week 1 is
So
something I'm not like super hyped about.
So there's 3 of us that did the raid in beta, that did all the way up to, we did all the bosses. We didn't clear the last boss, but we did all the bosses. So 3 of us have recent experience with normal. And I assume there's some raiders who have experience with MoP in their gaming careers. I think Smite does. I think I know Villain does as well.
I think Price does as well.
Price does as well. Yeah. So well, Price was there too with the beta. So
yeah.
I would say that I'm going to disagree that we should just do normals in week 1 because we have 8 hours of raiding planned, and we got through with a pug. We got through the whole raid except for we had some wipes on Elegon and some wipes on, and we didn't clear the Emperors. That was in like 2.5 to 3 hours.
Right.
So I don't know if it's going to be a good use of our time necessarily to just do normals. I
could see that.
I would rather even just say like we're going to do 5 attempts on each of these bosses. Don't flask, don't use food. We're just going to see the reps. We're just going to see what they look like. I'd rather do expected wipes to use our time and get the reps in than to not make the full use of our time together.
Yeah, I agree. I like my kind of internal goal would be to try to clear 1 to 2 heroic bosses. You know, 2 one would be ideal, and then 2 would be icing in week 1. That's kind of my internal benchmark.
Okay. If you guys both think that we should do heroic first, I'm 100% down. Yeah,
Like,
I have no complaints over it. I just think that we should have a plan for that, like Funk was saying, like, okay, we're gonna do 5 attempts on this. I just feel like it's gonna be a little bit overwhelming to go from not seeing the fight once to okay, we're doing it on heroic now.
it will be.
And there's all these other
it will
mechanics.
Be, but we gotta rip the fucking band-aid off. Like you're either gonna do your research or you have experience. Either way, you're expected to come prepared. So it is going to be overwhelming.
That's what we're going to want to do and have to do in later tiers if we want to continue to kind of improve.
Yeah.
Our guild ranking and everything. So like, and also like you said, like from the experience from Kata, right? I honestly that week 1 raid, it was a nice kind of confidence boost because we had struggled on heroics and 25 man that I think we needed to just kind of steamroll normal. But like it was really a waste, I think, not to even just try, whatever that ogre boss is, that's kind of like a loot pinata. Like there's definitely some like at least there has to be at least one boss on heroic that we can clear pretty easily, and we should definitely target that. And I would be totally fine if we say, yeah, we have a pull limit, okay, we're going to max out on X pulls heroic, and then after that we'll switch the boss to normal or something.
Right.
I think that would be reasonable.
Right. So here's what I'm thinking. Go ahead, Soul.
Go ahead. I was just going to play devil's advocate a little bit because I'm
please
like,
do.
I'm on one side and you guys are on the other, but I'm totally down to do like heroics. Like by no means am I going to be upset if we're going to do heroics, but to play devil's advocate, there's the human element of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that everybody else would feel the same way that you guys do, or do you think that because everybody's human, new raid for just getting in there, they just want to go in and get epic gear and make the next raid like easier, like kill a bunch of bosses? Or do they want to spend a full 8 hours wiping on, heroic bosses in the first week of the new expansion? I think, even though I'm a hardcore gamer, that I would rather, because we're not racing for world first, right? If we kill a boss heroic week 1 or we kill it week 2, it doesn't really matter. What does matter though is getting gear in the first week, and that's kind of my main thing. Like we kill 6 bosses, we get 20 epics or whatever. I guess we're still gonna kill them though if we do a heroic attempts. It's just gonna take the full amount of time to and potentially,
I think
a
it's
little bit
definitely,
hard.
yeah. No, I mean, you bring up a very valid point. So, like, do I want to go in with a brand new raid team and wipe on dogs for 2 hours? No. I think that would be a total morale killer.
Do other people want to do that?
Do other people want to do that? I mean, probably not, but the type of guild that we're aspiring to be, like, you're kind of expected to have some thicker skin when it comes to learning and wiping on bosses.
Yeah.
And
Well,
if
and
you
also,
don't, then, it's probably isn't, then our expectations probably don't align. And, like, I'm not trying to, like, drop anyone on week 1 per se, but, like, I guess the key is, like, let's try to get it all out in announcements first about who we are and what we expect, and then, like, that's all we can do. Then we have less issues down the line, hopefully.
and there's two, I think, major differences, I think, Soul, from, obviously phase 1 of Kata is there's so many fewer bosses. We're just getting the very first raid. We're not getting all 3 at the same time,
Right.
unlike
Yeah,
phase 1.
that's a big
That does make a big
Um,
difference.
So we have the time, I think to let's say, I'll say waste. I don't think it's a waste, but we have the time to waste to, like, get
No,
some
to get
heroic
in
attempts
reps. To get in reps.
and then 2, I think ultimately, while yes, we're going to need the gear, and the gear is going to make the fights easier. Fundamentally, as we've seen time again, it's mainly about the reps. And so, if we wait till week 2 to start to get some reps in, I think that will actually delay our progress more than having better gear. And like, having better gear on week 2 and starting heroics then, I think would slow us more than having bad gear and just getting a couple attempts in. And and like I said, I'd be fine with us being very stringent with a pull count.
I think we should
5 or less.
absolutely do a pull count. Absolutely do a pull count in week 1.
Yeah, for sure. You guys have convinced me. I'm on board with the
Let's
heroics
go,
now.
dude. Let's go.
Because
We're a heroic frog guild, brother.
Is 100% true. Like, the fights are completely different. And doing the mechanics in the way that we're going to be doing it for the rest of the expansion or rest of the tier is yeah, that's going to be important, and just doing that right off the bat is probably a good idea.
So,
Because, like, all the fights there's giant mechanics that are completely different. Like with dogs, there's the whole tile thing. With the Fang, there's, like, you're actually bringing him over and you control which element or whatever he turns into.
right.
Like, it's a completely different fight,
Yeah.
and just doing them, or at least getting practice on them, will probably be more beneficial than just killing the boss and ignoring the mechanics in week 1, which is what we're going to end up doing if we do it on normal.
So here's my rough proposal right now for our progression. We do 5 attempts on each boss in heroic. And the first 3 attempts we do no consumes. So, like, I don't want people wasting money earlier on. The 4th and 5th attempt possibly consumes if it helps us get to a new phase that we can see and get reps on, or if it helps us get a kill. And then potentially more than 5 reps if we're close to getting a kill. So, like, we're going to do 5 reps no matter what. All 5 of them might be without consumes. So we're not blowing through people's gold.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe the 4th and 5th attempt we do consumes, or maybe we do consumes earlier if we're really good. Like, maybe we just do consumes 2nd attempt because we did so good without consumes on the 1st attempt. I don't know. But that, I think that'll fill the schedule out pretty well. 5 on each boss with, moving quickly. And honestly, and if we get to the last 3 bosses or whatever and we don't have time, like, if we only get through 2 bosses on the first night, which would be absurd. If we only got 10 attempts done, well, 12, I guess, if you consider that you're going to have a normal kill after that, assuming you one-shot it, which we did in a pug for the first 2 bosses. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I say first night, we just go into it. We just do, let me write this down. 5 attempts per boss.
But exactly that. If we were to do a normal attempt and just one shot it, I'd be like, what a waste of our time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first 1 through 3 attempts, no consumes at all.
And to be honest, the only boss that I think that we wouldn't one shot, you know, is probably Amps.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And like,
I honestly, yeah, they were really fucking easy. But again, we were in full Prebis gear. I don't expect everybody to be in absolute full Prebis. I mean, what is
Same.
it? Like, MoP comes out the 21st, and then the raid comes out
10
the
days later.
31st.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think everybody's going to be in Prebis, and everybody had, like, Dark Moon cards and full gems and enchants on their blue gear and everything, you know, so, I
Yeah.
mean, definitely we should be doing that, like, enchanting everything, like being in the best position, especially if we're going to be doing heroics week 1. So I don't know if that should be
I
in
think
the announcement or whatever, but yeah,
absolutely
Prebis with gems and enchants, like that's super necessary.
Prebis with gems and enchants is absolutely something that people should strive for. You know, and if you can't get your Prebis to drop, look, I get it. Sometimes the Prebis farm fucking sucks, but at least gem and enchant what you have.
I feel like MoP though will be the heroics are so infamously undertuned that like it has to be the easiest expansion ever to get Prebis. Like you can steamroll a lot of those dungeons in like 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean,
Good.
to be honest, this raid is way easier than all of the other raids in this expansion. Like this is a true like entry level raid. It just there's a lot of tank stuff to do. That's the only thing. And yeah, you guys will.
I expect to wipe because of Golo. I expect to wipe because of me. I expect to wipe because of almost everybody. Like I expect almost everyone is going to be the reason that we wipe, and we just have to like accept that and move past it.
Yeah. Nah, it'll be fine. I'm completely on board. You guys have convinced me. I'm 100% on board. Heroics week 1. I think it's gonna be better. Like it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm down to put it. I'll put it out there in the announcement what our plan is, and if people have feedback, like, you know, maybe we'll change it. Who knows? But it seems like a good use of our time.
Even if we do 5 attempts, like if we walk in, I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but we're gonna do 5 heroic attempts on Emps or 5 heroic attempts on Spirit Kings, which are like the hardest bosses in there. There's no fucking chance that we even do anything. I would be happy if we even see like the second like Spirit King boss. But
yeah, that's still progression.
You know, yeah, I mean it is what it is. Like I think that we'll probably kill some. I think we'll kill Fang and maybe the Spirit guy and Stone Guards. Like those bosses we might. Now there should be an asterisk there, like, okay, well if we get Stone Guards to 25%, like we're going over 5.
Yeah, I put that in there. Maybe more at the discretion of leadership. If we're getting close, we're going to keep pushing it.
I think that if we do 5 heroic attempts on every boss and then turn it on normal and just one shot and clear the raid, I think that we could do that in a day. You know what I mean? I don't think that that's going to take as long as we think it is, which is 2 full raid days. I don't think it's going to be anywhere.
I think so either. So then we'll just bang our head against more heroics. Like the point, until we can full clear heroic, like I'm not ending the raid at 11 p.m.
Right.
Like we're going to midnight. And if it's only Will the Emperor left, we're wiping on Will the Emperor for an hour, dude. Like still that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn, we're here to get the reps. Like that's what I have in mind. Like, is it gonna suck to wipe on Will the Emps for an hour? Maybe. But like we're gonna get further and further and further.
Yeah, I mean Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I'd rather wipe on Will of the Emps than do farm. Like farm is the guild killer. Like in reality, like people just don't want to do farm.
Well, it's a good thing they're doing.
Wiping.
Yeah, it's a good thing they're staggering the raids. Then I mean, that seems like it's a really nice way to combat farm potentially. But we have no.
Yeah.
They've put out no news on when the other raids are going to be out, right?
I think it's gonna be pretty quick after. Like, I don't think we're gonna be doing MSV for very long. So we're gonna be back in the fucking officer lounge, coming up with strategies for the next raid.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, I think. Like, it's not gonna be very long.
Well, and then
raid,
that just makes it even more important that we use the time that we have now to focus completely on MSV and get the reps in. Because like I would love for us to be on farm with MSV and heroic before those raids drop.
Yep, and it's like kind of like, from what I've seen, it's kind of like required. Like the raids are tuned, the next raids are tuned so that you're supposed to have. There was like really no DPS checks or anything in like this first raid, but in the next raid there definitely is, and it's tuned to be done in heroic gear. So yeah, we might still be farming, MSV even when we're gonna have 2 days. So yeah, definitely getting it on farm is.
There's also and we don't discuss this tonight, but I'd like to just have it as an item for when we get together on a strategy, because I know that there's that one boss that has like hard mode that drops slightly better gear. Like obviously for our first clear we'll want to take the path of least resistance, but we'd also probably want to have a backup strategy for that to switch to hard mode if it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think my opinion throughout this whole thing is going to be, let's get the heroic hard mode attempts in, where.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The order that you kill the bosses on the one determines if it drops.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so it is like an old or hard mode. Yeah, I remember reading.
It's like the bug trio.
Yeah. Yes, there is a very solved way to do that fight from what I was reading. Like there's like 2 or 3 options that you never do, it doesn't help, and then the one way to do the fight that's the easiest is the way to do it for the hard mode. I don't know what order, but we'll get there when we start.
Yeah, like I'm totally fine with our first clear being the easy mode. Like that would make it easier just to get the clear, but then after that we should probably switch to or at least when we full clear, we switch to trying to do the hard mode if it makes sense. I mean, it'd be nice to have bragging rights on it too, but like if the gear is legitimately like better, then maybe it'd be worth prioritizing earlier.
I assume it's just the loot pool is different, and there's like some good gear gated behind it. Isn't that usually how they do it with these bosses of which one you kill first?
I thought it was an eye level increase.
Is it actually an eye level increase?
I don't know.
I'll have to look.
Well, I mean, I think my opinion, same gear but like 3 levels higher. Okay, cool. Thanks, dogs. Yeah, good to know. 3 eye levels higher.
So not a deal.
Not the end of the world, but yeah. I mean, I would still love to prog on it at least a few times. Like as long as we have time, my general my general mode of operation is going to be like, let's prog, man. As long as time permits. Now, if we're still doing heroic prog and this boss comes out, then okay, let's take the easy way, right? That's when it's going to get really hard to fit all this.
I don't know if you're reading. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, you're fine.
Reading Guild Chat, but the Warforged Thunderforged thing is something that we didn't talk about that has directly.
Oh yeah, but that's not this. That's not even this phase.
Oh, it's not?
No, that's Throne of Thunder, I think.
Yeah, that'll be a next phase.
So yeah, that's something we'll have to talk about, but not now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about that yet. Thankfully, I don't even fully understand it. I just saw that it was kind of a pain in the ass.
It's kind of. I don't think anybody really likes it. I'm surprised that they put it back in the game.
Well, we don't know if they have yet, though, right? Because we're not in that tier yet. We're not in that phase.
They did. they did say something about it.
Oh, did they? They
But
said they're gonna
it's
keep
like
it in.
I think it's like a modified version of it or something.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that they are trying to make changes to make it not as bad, but forget exactly what they were gonna do. It had something to do with like you can roll it or something. Like you get like a roll every raid or something, or like 2 rolls per raid where you can roll to do it,
Oh,
to have a
interesting.
chance to do it. I don't know. Maybe I was just reading Reddit or something, but it seemed like it was something about like they had a roll like you can you can roll and it has a chance to Thunder Forge, but you only get 2 of them per lockout or whatever. So if you get the item, like you have a chance to Thunder
Smite
Forge it.
saying
I
what
don't know.
personal bonus rolls. That was the original system, right?
Oh, it was?
Personal like bonus rolls or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know
But
either.
I don't know. We'll let's not tackle that just yet because we don't even know what system they're going to come out with yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's better than the last one because like I agree, it seems like no one really cared for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we meet again? We want to do next week at this time. That's when MoP comes out. How much time do you want, Soul, to like finish up your work, so to speak? Like, do you want to try to meet this weekend and do it? This weekend might be tough. I don't know. I could potentially do
No, I can. I mean, it's up to you guys. Definitely during the pre-patch. I don't, because when MoP drops, like, I want to be grinding. You know what I mean? I want to be
Yeah.
doing shit that's
Yeah.
not like strategy.
Right.
So I'm trying to get it out of the way now.
Yes.
So anytime, obviously not like tomorrow, but yeah, anytime next week. What is today? It's the 16th. It comes out the 21st,
MoP comes out on
right?
Monday at
Monday.
6 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
So
When's your soonest available, I guess? Like,
I could probably
because
do
I
like
don't,
Saturday night. I know that's not
that would
like
work.
a great time.
That would work for me.
How about you, Golo?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check with
Yeah,
the wife.
no worries. I could be on Sunday. I'm doing a streaming event. Sundays are usually busy for me anyway, so I could potentially do Friday night or Saturday night or Friday during the day. Friday during the day, I'm available too. I'll be streaming on Friday, and we don't have to do this on stream. You know, it's neither here nor there. It just happens to be like, I don't know. I think it's cool for people to listen in if they want to. Um,
Is there any day that you guys can both definitely be there before the 21st? Like, even if it's like tomorrow, like I'll do my best to be prepared. The only like the only thing is like I don't really need to have every single thing like prepared, but the meeting is just going to be longer if I don't. So like if you guys are willing to sacrifice like oh we're going to have to, I'm not going to have as much prepared, but the meeting is going to be a little bit longer, then I'm 100% down with that. But it's just like I need like 2 days to make this like a faster meeting, like
I'll,
2 hours.
I'll be available
Friday afternoon
Friday
should
afternoon.
be good for me if it works for
Does
you.
that work for
So
you, Soul? Friday afternoon? When are you
I mean,
available on
I
Friday
work till
afternoons?
2:30. I work till 2:30, so
Great. That's fine for me. I'll be available until probably like 6.
yeah, that would be
okay, that
ideal
So
would
we
for
be
can
me.
meet
awesome.
at like 3:30 and then just bang it out on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, so
Cool.
tomorrow's Thursday, right? I'll just do as much as I can, and then Friday we'll bang it out.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? Like 2:33? I mean, I only
I'm not
work like a
working.
month.
I'll be streaming. Um so yeah, I don't
Okay.
care. It's whatever.
Uh, Yeah, I could do Friday after 2:30. Like soon after though,
Okay.
if we can.
Great.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me. And you're free then too, Golo?
yeah, works for me.
Great. Let's re-adjourn on Friday. Then knock this out. Honestly, it seems like we've been procrastinating. We kind of have, except for Soul. It's actually doing work here, but like, it's also kind of good to get it out as close to the raid time as possible because it's going to be fresh. It's going to
Yeah,
be fresh
for
in our
sure.
minds. Like just going the process of going through this and the experience that we've gotten rating this in beta is going to be like it's going to be really good.
But also,
Yeah.
like, I'm sure our strats may change after, week one. If we
Sure,
see, some, world first, person there doing it away, it's like, oh, that's way easier.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, yeah. Like we're gonna do like what we're gonna talk about this on Friday, but I'm gonna say like ahead of time here that I'm gonna want to do the more hardcore strats more often than not, just as a general rule.
Yeah.
yep, I'd like to try to avoid 3 healing as much as possible.
Dude, it's gonna be inevitable. There's a lot of these fights are gonna be 3 heal. From what I've been researching.
Are they
Uh, yeah, I mean, especially for Prague, I'm pretty sure at least 3 of them are like mandatory 3 heal.
really? Oh shit. Well, Bleezy said he was okay with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking in
Yeah.
officer chat, like, we're 100% sure that he's gonna be down, right? Because then we wouldn't be able to take a rogue.
Right.
We'd have to find a healer that wants to do a healing off spec or a DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he
Um,
agreed. I don't know if he knew how many fights that because maybe he was coming from the.
Resto Shaman's
Uh,
pretty easy, pretty simple too. So it's not going to be
I
like a
mean,
lot of pressure on him as far as like learning.
again, with like, okay, we're doing week 1 heroics, like he's not DPS. I'll tell you that. Like as far as I know, a lot of these, we want the best chance of actually killing the fight on
Hmm.
heroic. 3 heal for sure, especially week 1. On a lot of these fights, I know the first fight for sure. Um, yeah, so it's kind of like week 1 he's coming into raid. I just hope that he like is aware that like, all right, yeah, you might not be DPSing for a couple bosses, like.
well, let's. I mean, once we get the strategies together, let's make that very clear. Which ones are going to be 3 heals. You know, stuff like that. Then I think we can have the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much do we. Is there really a conversation to have? I mean, we asked him. He said he was cool with it. This is
Yeah,
this is the way.
I
This
just
is
feel like
this is this is it.
yeah, I just feel like, I'm just thinking of like the human element again. Like obviously he wants the DPS, he's a DPS player and a very good
Right.
one. And
Right.
then, week 1 coming in, all right, we're doing heroic attacks. The best chance for us to kill any of these bosses is going to be with 3 healers on these specific ones. Like immediately just step into raid, he's like healing. He's got to be aware that that's how
Well,
that's
he
going
has he has
to.
been playing Resto Shaman in Classic, so he's pretty much ready to go.
I'm gonna say as well that we have like our setup is pretty optimal. Like we have a pretty much damn near like as good a comp as you can get.
You do have a
Um,
very good point.
especially when it comes to like I mean the only you could switch out like the Mistweaver monk obviously is not like the best, but I've been watching videos and I've actually seen Mistweaver disc being like this could actually work well in 10 man because you're gonna do
Perfectly.
so much more damage than any other healers are going to do as well, and that's going to help you. We also have the tanks that we're bringing are also pretty much ideal. Like Brewmaster is, from what I've read, is pretty much ideal when it comes to 10 man because the statue does a lot of heavy lifting. Prot Warrior is great. I've seen that Prot Paladin could be good there too, but I've seen like Monk. But generally speaking, I've seen Brewmaster, Monk, Prot Warrior as like the top tanks pretty much for right now.
Yeah. I
So
think
like
that
all that being said,
the absolute meta
but hold on
would
because
be Blood
I'm
DK and Resto Shaman. That's like the 100% meta comp. But yeah, whatever we run with.
Not anymore. Blood Decay. Other classes have been seeing buffs, and Blood Decay's kind of fallen out of favor. Actually, Prot Warrior is considered to be Prot Warrior and Brewmaster are considered to be like both S tier tanks, and Blood Decay has dropped. These are like big tank content creator guys that I've been watching that play like every tank in Cataclysm. That's what their opinions were, and it seemed to make sense as well. All that to say, like, we might not have to bring a third healer as much with the comp that we're bringing. That being said, like, of course, you know, the expectation is there. If we need to try it, we need to do it. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's a very important role in the guild, being the third healer.
Yeah.
On my only it's not even really a concern, but my only like question is if we are we're only doing 5 heroic attempts on these bosses. Are we gonna take 4 of them to realize?
No, we're doing Mistweaver villain.
That we need 3 healers, like the healing is tough.
Mistweaver disc.
And then what, we do 1 real attempt on these bosses where, you know, it's required, you know, based on like the guides I've been reading and shit, like everybody says like 100% you run 3 healers on this fight, whatever. Again, I mean, are we like, these are old videos and shit too, so obviously it's different now and whatever. So there are variables, but it would kind of suck to be like, okay, we're only gonna do 5 heroic attempts, but 3 of them don't really matter because we just realized in the 4th one that we need 3 healers. So now we're doing 2 actual attempts. I don't know. That kind of seems like a waste of time. But
Well, but
I guess
that's
we'll
the
just
thing.
figure it out.
I agree. Like, a lot of stuff I was seeing was saying 3 healers too, but that was all the old stuff, and like we were also bad then. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like that the real number is going to be less than what is recommended right now. I think for sure there's some that we'll just say we'll just set that expectation when we set the strategy. We'll say, okay, we're going to do 3 heals, or we'll try 2 heals and we'll feel out if 3 heals is required. Like, we'll just put that in the strat kind of portion.
If there's no enraged mechanics, generally speaking, and I know healers, the 2 healers that we have hate to hear this because I healed in Kata and we brought way too many healers and it fucking was boring and sucked. But like, if there's no enraged mechanic, I would say let's just lean on the 3 healers to start with. Like, if the guide is saying we recommend 3 healers for this for progression, let's just do it. And if we do the first attempt and it's like healing was not the issue there, people were staying in fire or whatever, like, I don't want to necessarily bring an extra healer just so people can ignore mechanics. But like, you bring up a great point, Soul. Like, I don't want to just like not have good attempts on the boss because, you know, we think we're the shit, which we are, but it's going to take time to become the shit, to coalesce into the shit. You know, like, we're not going to be the shit right away, but we will be the shit in time.
Yeah, I would say I tend to err on the side of, for progression, to run the extra healer, just because, like, especially in our situation, you get to see more of the fight unless there's like a actual DPS check that we're not passing, which we would notice immediately on the first poll.
Right.
That, okay, the boss,
that's an issue.
Elegant is doing this, he's fucking doing AoE raid damage, and, you know, we're not even close to killing him. Then, you know, we would notice that immediately. Whereas if we just run 2 healers and Price and fucking Villain are just sweating, and, you know, everybody is just dying, we're just not seeing as much of the fight. And it's just harder for everybody. I don't know.
I think generally 3 healers are going to be a good idea, so we see more of the fight. I think that's a very, very, very good point when it comes to heroic progression. Like, I would rather see more of the fight unless the DPS check is preventing us from seeing more of the fight. Then obviously we have to drop it. But yeah, I would generally agree. Like, we want to see more. The point of these 5 attempts is to see as much of the fight as we can, and then if if it's literally brain dead, like there's no we don't have to do it. Like if it's that fucking easy, dude, then obviously we'll make the call. Like nothing's set in stone, but I think generally speaking, as a rule, yeah, let's bring the third healer, and yeah, make use of that where we can, if the fight calls for it. I don't want to bring it arbitrarily, but if the guide, if we're seeing guides, that come to a consensus and say we definitely do we do recommend 3 healers on this fight, then let's just start with 3 healers. But I mean, it's good that we're talking about this now, because that's going to be one less topic to talk about on Friday. But yeah, it's very good topic still.
I'll have a very good idea on Friday of which bosses they're recommending to 3 heal and which bosses they aren't. So I will make sure I just have that information, and then we can do with that what we want. But you guys aren't gonna have to search for that. I'll figure it out.
Cool.
And then that will that won't dictate it, but the order that we're gonna do them, I'm pretty sure it's straightforward for Prague. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be like Stoneguard and Fang are gonna be like the first 2. The Spirit Guy is not that hard, and then Spirit Kings is like one of the harder ones, and then Elegon is gonna be next, and then and then either Emps or the Spirit Kings is gonna be the last one that we progress. I think Spirit Kings is the hardest from what I've seen.
But we can't do it out of order, right? Like all these bosses are in order.
Right, but
we can't skip.
You heroic.
You can turn it off.
True. Yeah.
So we can, we can skip over Spirit Kings and do Emp, right?
Right. If we want, right. I see what you're saying. Like even when we get to that point, we'll do like, okay, let's do our 5 on Spirit Kings, but tonight we're really trying to progress Emp. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is the same, right? As in Kato, or you can just turn it off and on?
Yeah, it is the same.
Okay.
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah, I will say, just from a comm perspective, obviously TRT has agreed to heal, and I know that he will. But also, if we do have an opening, we may want to consider getting someone else to do that, because, like you said, TRT is god tier DPS. It does seem like a little bit of a misuse of his talents to have him healing if we can have someone else do it instead. For our comp now, obviously, it makes total sense.
Yeah, there's no other options right now. He's the only hybrid. But I mean, I mean, honestly, I feel like everyone's really everyone I know that I've played with, I've been impressed by. Like the new people, I've been impressed by if I played with them, and like I can vouch for anyone else that I haven't played that I played Sod or Kato with. Like, so I'm not. I don't know. I feel like we're all gamers here. Obviously, there's a best one among us, and that might be TRT. But like that flex roll is also extremely important. So like,
yeah,
and does take skill to master your 2 specs. So I don't necessarily agree that it's a waste.
Yep.
So to speak.
For sure. No, I agree.
Cool.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about?
I think I'm good. I was just gonna say I'll put an announcement out tomorrow or Friday. Actually, I should probably set a reminder to do that. So let me just summarize my notes though before we call it, just to make sure we're all on the same page, and it won't take long.
Okay.
About what I'm going to announce to the guild. I'm just rehashing what I'm announcing to the guild. I'm going to announce that I will be raid leading, you will be shot calling, just so people are familiar with that plan. I will announce we're gonna need your That's My Abyss contributions along with required add-ons of Gargle, MRT, and DBM. I'm going to announce guild bank expectations and make the caveat that week 1, don't expect us to be able to bring all this in week 1. I'm going to announce guild times and expectations with those guild times, just to reiterate them, make sure everyone knows what they're signing up for, because that is the number one thing that we can do before raiding, is making sure that we all have the same goal, and that we all have the same expectations. And then along with those expectations is that you are aiming to get Prebis, as much Prebis as you can before the 31st, and the expectation that you are watching fights videos, reading the guides that Soul has put out, reading the strategies that we will be doing, like understanding the boss fight as much as you can. And then whether you have Prebis or not, it needs to be gemmed and enchanted.
Yep.
And then I will also write about our plan with heroic progression plan, about 5 attempts, no consumables, like general rule, 5 attempts, no consumables for the first 3 attempts, consumables for the last 2 attempts potentially, and then more attempts potentially. Like that's the general rule.
Like you don't even have to put that. I feel like because we have no idea. Like we're not gonna consume on Emps or fucking Spirit Kings on heroic. I already know that we're not gonna kill them week 1, or else we would be in the fucking world first race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you
Well,
don't even really have to put that. That's more of just like, are we close or not? Okay, we're gonna consume. I feel like you don't.
Right. Yeah. It's like a sliding scale. Are we getting close without consumes? Okay, let's start consuming. Are we getting close to a kill with consumes? Okay, we're gonna keep putting attempts into this boss.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yep. That's what I have. Did I miss anything?
No, the only thing that I kind of just wanted to add was, are you gonna wait till after Friday to make this announcement? Because there will probably be more information, as far as updated guides and shit, like the following day. I don't know if you want to. My goal is that people don't really even have to go watch a video, right? We're watching the videos and we're putting the information in there. So that's pretty much what the first thing I wrote was you don't really need to watch the video, you just read the thing. And then as far as positioning and stuff, that's all what we're going to come up with on Friday. So I will have all that shit out. And you can put that in your announcement or whatever, like, hey, all the full boss guides are out. This is, whatever.
I'll probably make that as a separate announcement.
Okay.
Yeah, and I totally know what you mean about the videos or not. I'll probably still watch videos myself anyway, just so I can see what the fight looks like. Like, it's one thing to have it in notes, which is extremely important, but comparing that to like having a video on your monitor too, I think just like, I mean, speaking for myself, it makes a big difference, especially when it comes to these bosses where I'm expected to do most of the mechanics as a tank.
Yeah. So my like.
But however people learn, I don't give a shit, man. If people can read the dungeon journal or the the whatever, and that's enough for them, and understand the strategy, that's fine with me. I don't give a shit. I care. I care that you understand as much as you can by the time we get there. So, yeah, I'm not going to tell people how they need to learn.
Yep. My quote-unquote prep and research for the meeting on Friday is pretty much just going to be to find the videos that I like the strats the best. And we are going to quickly skim through them. And then we, based on our raid comp, are going to make MRT shit. So that's the whole thing. It's gonna be, okay, I found this video where they're doing this. We're gonna decide, okay, this is the strat that we want to do, and then we're going to just kind of get a template in MRT for what we want to do. So we'll have raid cooldowns, we'll have positioning on the little fucking drawy thing, and then that's pretty much it. We'll move on to the next one. I don't think it's gonna take that long. but at least we'll all be on the same page. Like, we'll all have the same video. We'll watch, skim through it real quick. This is what they're doing, whatever, and then we'll just kind of transpose that or transcribe that into MRT with our comp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
pretty much all I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna do research and try and find some videos. It shouldn't take too long.
Have you been able to find videos that are more current? I've only been able to find mostly videos that are old.
So no on the videos, but there are updated like guides. Like I'm pretty sure MoP
Okay.
Mains is like updating all of their guides in
Okay.
2025.
About like boss strategies and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
would
that-
lean on those more than a 10-year-old video.
Yeah, but I don't know if they just like they copy and pasted their old shit because I'm pretty sure this site has been around since
Unless it's a private server.
since the OG one, right?
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that they could have just copy and pasted their old shit from the new one, and now when you log on to their thing, it says new 2025, and it's just the same shit that they had. Yeah.
That would be diabolical.
But
Yeah, okay, cool. Fair enough. I'm just curious what you found so far. And also, does anyone want to see if Bleezy's available as well? Bleezy had mentioned 2 months ago that he might be getting some strategies from World First Guilds. Does anyone want to see if he can come or has any of those?
I'm gonna just go out on a limb here and say he hasn't done any of that, or else he hasn't even played the game. So
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You said he's taking a break, so that's a dumb question. Okay, cool.
no, it's not a dumb question. It's just he's
Yeah,
I don't think that he's mentally like
he's not there
doing
yet.
all this shit behind the fucking works with like I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's just chilling. He just said he got back from Arizona.
Cool, totally fair. Not a big deal. Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, yeah, let's we'll get into it on Friday then. Bella, did you have anything you wanted to touch on before we called it for the evening?
No, I'm good.
Cool. We shall reconvene in 2 days then.
Sweet, sounds good. There's a lot of people online right now.
Hell yeah.
There's 9 people, but it is nice to see like new faces in here. I do like the social aspect of having some more social people or whatever.
Yeah, if we can get the second 10-man going, that would be great. Just waiting. I don't really have a hand in it, so.
I mean, there's a super high chance that I will be doing some kind of alt thing. I would love to do it in the guild.
Yeah.
I don't know. If other people want to play alts and they want to like do a raid and like
Yeah.
whatever, I'm probably gonna be down to like lead that or do whatever.
Hell yeah. GDKP.
Which is what I wanted to do.
I'll bring the warrior.
I don't want to do GDKP, dude. Fuck that shit. It's so bad. I don't even think it's allowed, dude.
No, it's
I
allowed.
think
It's allowed on these servers.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I see advertisements on Train Chat all the time. Unless they just banned it today.
Maybe it was just on SOD then, did they ban it?
Yeah, it was on SOD, they banned it,
banned it
and Classic
elsewhere.
Anniversary it's banned as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan. My alt raid, if I was gonna lead one, would definitely not be that. I don't know, dude. That's like, it breeds like super toxic fucking people. Plus, you're like, I don't know, playing for gold and nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, if it's in the guild, then yeah. If we're pugging though, it is the best pug system. It is by far the best pug system out there, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, well, any system's a good pug system when you have fucking 19 people that can carry 4 fucking shitters. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
they're
they
there
die on
for a
point,
reason.
doesn't matter.
Everyone's there for a reason, and everyone wants to wait until the end. Basically, that's what makes it a good
And
pug
you
system.
get in a line and fucking trade gold, dude. I don't like that shit at all. But anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, that's
alt
fair.
raid.
So
would
that's
be-
way further down the line.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, no, I like getting together and chatting. Hopefully we can do this more. I think that's super helpful.
Yeah, and the more we do
I
it,
feel
the quicker we'll be at it too. We'll be
like we got a
more.
lot
We'll be
accomplished.
efficient. Yeah. Thank you, Soul, for having those agenda points. I those are super helpful. We actually cleared up. We actually touched on a lot tonight.
Yep. And
So
I mean
yeah,
a lot of the shit
it
we
was good.
talked about, but it's hard to like without talking to somebody like be like, okay, this is definitely what we're doing in just like a message, you know, it's kind of just like scrambled.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, just like this was the main point that I would like wanted to change from our Kata guild to our new guild, we'll call it, is just like leadership kind of talking more and getting together
Yep.
more. So
Absolutely.
yeah, sweet.
Cool.
I appreciate you guys taking the time to like do this. I know this is like a long one, like it doesn't have to be this long always, but we did get a lot of shit
Well,
accomplished.
it won't be because it just won't be because we're gonna meet at 7:15 on before raid. So like we're gonna have to be as efficient as fucking possible.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's a great idea.
yeah.
I love that.
It's like whatever we need to talk about, we'll talk about. If we just want to chew the fat for 20 minutes, that's fine too. Like I don't care. But yeah.
Yeah, for
Anyway,
sure.
yeah. Thank you, Soul. Thank you, Golo. Golo, I hope you're not getting too much reverse culture shock on your on your time back in the US. You're over there in Europe for too long, man.
No, no, it's cool.
All right, guys. We'll meet
All
again
right,
on
cool.
Friday then.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Later.
See ya.
Later stream.
Dope. Difference being you can buy gold through Blizzard on these servers. Yeah, I actually looked at like G2G and it was like really expensive. Is that because you can buy gold here like legally? Does like the WoW token actually prevent bots from being like a thing? I feel like I want to pull up G2G on my on my stream, but that's probably not a good idea. Did you hear about that guy who like actually bought gold on stream and then he like completely like got permanently banned? Driving but here for the goat. What's up, Peaches? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, if y'all listen into that, awesome. We just got to get the plans down for the guild, man. We have high hopes for our MoP guild. We're gonna do big things. Okay, I want to level the warrior a little bit. Actually, I think I'm gonna wait to level the warrior until tomorrow night. I can't believe it's already 9:38. Holy moly. That was a good meeting though. It was only a 2-hour meeting. No price. Bots or SOD were absolutely bots on SOD were absolutely out of control. Maybe I will level the warrior tonight. Get to 85 tonight. Did you see Ompy on SOD 2? He was doing like Wailing Caverns runs for like 8 gold per run at like level 25. He was trying to reach the gold cap. Like his goal was to reach the gold cap. Isn't that insane? I don't know how much gold he ended up with. Ompy just does some crazy shit in classic WoW, dude. Okay, let me touch on the warrior a little more then, huh? Just a touch. We'll go live on TikTok now that we have action. I know the TikTokers don't have a very long attention span, so I didn't want to do the I didn't want to do the guild meeting there. We're on the TikToks. Okay, so for this character, what the hell was I doing? I got Darkmoon Fair. I need to go do Twilight Highlands. I need to go do Cock. Crucible of Carnage, that is. A series of boss quests. Does this little idiot need some DPS or anything? Yes, dude, I need it for Crucible of Carnage. This little dwarf idiot. Look it up, dude. But I don't know. Do I just need a, I think I just need to, do I need to, how do I do this? Wait. Why didn't I ever finish this quest? Dang. And this one? Okay, I'll keep that one too. I need Crucible of Carnage. You're down for whatevs? Hell yeah. Skadoosh, welcome in, man. Thanks for the heart me. What's up, dude? How you doing? Twilight Highlands. That's where we're going, guys. Twilight Highlands. Oh yeah, I remember there's like a big ass like preamble to this. I remember doing this on my monk. I don't know if I should buy the upgraded flying on this character or not. Like I do. We're not gonna have flying in MoP, of course, right? What's up, Russian Master? So you're live, I had to stop by. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I just went live. I've been streaming on the other places, but we're just having a guild meeting, so. Not until you do the Pathfinder. Got it. You were in the beta yesterday. Oh, really, Smite? Hell yeah, dude. Are you actually like leveling a character there? Majin Black, what's up, man? Good to see you again. My favorite WoW Twitch streamer. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. That means a lot to me. Wait, hold on. I need to actually talk to this guy. That means a lot, man. Holy shit! I don't think anyone's told me I was their favorite before. Is this War Main? No, this is classic WoW. This is classic WoW. This is classic WoW. Mista Pandaria pre-patch. Mista Pandaria starts July 21st. You were looking into some things, Smite? Hell yeah, dude. Let's go to, I need to load this guide, right? Because I don't want to read any quest texts. I want to read as little as possible. Yo, Russian, thanks for the follow, dude. Pre-questing? Oh shit, we should pre-quest. We say it in other ways. What are your thoughts on Warmane? I think I played it. I think I've played it before. I don't really have any big thoughts on it, to be honest with you. I think it's if you want to play a different version of WoW than what's available through Blizzard, then you have options. Otherwise, like I don't know, it's not a big deal to me. If I play on private servers, I usually play on private servers of like EverQuest or Dark Age Camelot. Those are the private servers I play in. Yeah, I've heard good things about Project Ascension too. Pre-questing has never been worth? Really? Especially with Dungeon Finder, just break off into 5-mans and spam. That makes sense. I think I saw some people pre-questing Tol Barad, right? Because you can just like turn, what is it, like 10 quests in really quick and you're good. Yeah, just do TB and then you're good, right? What's up, J Money? AQ just dropped? Where at? Is it out yet? Has any server finished the war effort yet? Those only total like 15% of a level. Better than, I mean, better than 0%, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not really a big deal. It's not going to make a difference. I mean, no one's going for like world first level 90, I suppose.
Good day to you.
You have like 18 quests to turn in? Hell yeah. It was worth it in SOD. Was it worth it in SOD? Yeah, it was worth it in SOD. I remember that being a thing in SOD. Are we dungeon blasting leveling in MoP, guys, or are we doing quest? Are we questing or are we dungeon spamming? Right? Isn't that the question for every new expansion now? For how long have you been playing WoW? I played WoW when it came out, and then I played it till 2007, and then I came back in 2019 with Classic. Quest while in queue, yeah, that's right, dogs. That is like the best way to do it, right? Quest in queue. But then the thing I hate about that, I feel like Price is really good at that. But the thing I hate about that is like I feel like I'm always like out leveling. And right, if you're in a group too, hopefully we can get in some groups. We have a tank. We have 2 tanks and 2 healers, right? So hopefully we can get in some 5-mans. At least for release night. Why did you quit? I went into the military and I lost interest. I went in the military and I lost interest, and then when I got out of the military, nothing really interests me. Like, I was kind of interested in Legion, but I didn't play it. Now that I'm into WoW, like all these expansions, I kind of wish I did play Legion, but you know, whatever. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe you'll get it in Classic anyway. There are a few quests that need done. Even if you level past the zone, can't get out of the zone if you don't do. Oh, okay, good to know. That's how I feel since I got out in February. I'm doing stuff essentially just take up time, not because it's interesting for the most part. Oh yeah? You just got out in February, Arga? Congrats, man. You did the military in Switzerland? It was kind of boring. I thought it was harder like in the US. I don't know, dude. There's no way I could compare the two. Generally, and then, you know, within the military too, lots of people have different experiences. Generally for me, military was pretty easy. I was deployed twice, so that sucked, but like, you know, I don't know. There was a lot of people that had it way harder than I did. Like, I spent a lot of time in like the Persian Gulf and the Arabian Sea on an aircraft carrier, but I spent that time in an air-conditioned shop because I was fixing electronics for aircraft. So yeah, a lot of people were sweating their ass off over there, and I was in an air-conditioned shop with a winter coat on because we had to keep it so cold, dude. You were a back shopper too? I never heard that term before, actually. But sounds like it, yeah. Sounds like it. I never heard the term back shopper. What is the difference between classic and retail? Oh, they're 2 different games, brother. They're basically two different games. Classic is more like, to sum it up, classic is more about the adventure. Retail is it's like about collecting stuff and or like sitting in the capital city waiting to do like really hard stuff. Really hard end game stuff. Right? Like Mythic Plus and raids and PvP, stuff like that. But I don't think it quite has the adventure. Although I did think the War Within expansion. Like, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought the zones were cool, and it did have like a good like world to it. I thought, which is pretty nice. Air Force term, I guess, but you had test benches and stuff for fixing avionics. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I did. Avionics, buddy. Did you do avionics too? That's crazy, man. Retail is fun, but classic is more community for sure. Yeah. What would you recommend? I've started playing the Wrath expansion on Warmane, which my friend put me up to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you like the older type of game? Do you like the older type of MMO? How old are you? If you're over 30, you might like the older stuff. If you're younger, you might like retail more. It might be more your speed. Retail, you're 19. I would say probably try retail, dude. And use those fast young Twitch muscles on doing some fucking Mythic Pluses or something. I think those are going to be more challenging and like more exciting for you potentially. If you feel like you're an old school gamer, then go to Classic and see if you like the adventure. There's nothing really hard in Classic. There's nothing really hard to, I mean, compared to retail, I think we can all agree that there's nothing really hard in Classic WoW, unless you're doing hardcore, but it's not really, hardcore isn't difficult mechanically, it's just difficult. It's just a knowledge check. So yeah, if you've been playing League just running, Classic is a treadmill simulator, dude. But you get that big world feeling of adventure. So it is what it is. But I would say for you, I think you probably be more into retail, especially coming from League. You probably want to be challenged. You probably want to be challenged mechanically in your video game, and in that sense, probably retail is for you. And there's a new retail season coming out in August as well. So yeah, you get out of breath watching. Yeah, exactly, dude. Jeez Louise. This chair's stuck on carpet. Sure did. 4.5 years on the B2 and 3.5 on the F16. Hell yeah, dude. I did all my time on the E2C Hawkeye. The big you know, the E2C Hawkeye, it's the big old aircraft with the disc on top. Big old radar plane. EW Bird? It's not electronic warfare. It's not like the Growler. It's not like the Growler. My understanding of it was that it made, when it was in the air, it made the radar for the aircraft carrier that much bigger on the planet. This is the one. This is the E2C Hawkeye. Which is basically a C2. I believe it's a C2 Hawkeye. Is it? No, C2 Greyhound. Yeah, the C2 Greyhound. Which is the mail plane. This is the plane that they like brought in for mail and shit. It's basically the same aircraft. Only they put a big disc on top.
Hello. Have you come?
Wi-Fi extender? Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. So the Tolbarad quest I have are 76 a piece. It will be 1,300,000 total. 85 to 86 is 13 million. Dang. So 1 of 13 basically, right? So 10% of a level. It's not a lot, but Tolbarad doesn't take a lot of time either, so it's probably worth 10% of a level. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome, Russian.
Well met.
Yeah. I don't remember this quest chain being so long on the Horde side. But it probably was. I mean, that was a year ago that I did it. It probably was this long. the Twilight Highlands preamble. Given there's a portal to it, and then directly back to Stormwind Castle for the King's Command and shit, I think it's worth. Yeah, I think it's worth it too. 10% of the level, I would say, is definitely worth it. I need to do this. I definitely want to do that. I need to do that. Like I would definitely love to get ahead like 10%. I mean, not ahead, like in the pack, I guess you could say. Do you actually enjoy playing this now? This Mist of Pandaria? Yeah, well, so this is Mist of Pandaria pre-patch. So we're all kind of just in a waiting room right now. But eventually, yeah. Eventually, yeah. I'm very excited for Mist of Pandaria to come out. Very, very excited. Because I've never played these expansions before. Even if I had, I've heard great things about MoP. Yeah, that's the MoP thing. Yeah, Mist of Pandaria. That's MoP. I should just be in fucking I should just be in arm stance for this. They're both long, and I lost my progress when I faction changed. Oh, so you still don't have it on your 85s? Yeah, I didn't move any characters. I didn't move any characters over. You seem like a good guy. Thanks, dude. I'd like to think I'm okay. Appreciate it though. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't move any of my characters over. I have an Alliance Shaman, I have a Horde Priest, I have a Horde, I have a Druid over there that's not 85. I have a lot of like 80-ish or around 80 level 80 characters. But I just started fresh. And I have a boost also. And I have a boost. That I have no idea what I'm going to boost. I have no idea what I'm going to boost right now. I'm just kind of keeping that in my back pocket, you know? So what's the point of this game? Level to 80, gear up in raids, maybe some PvP after anything else. Yeah, I mean it's whatever you want it to be. But that's generally it. You could spend you could do just PvP if you want. Speaking of PvP, I would say Mist of Pandaria PvP is probably better than retail PvP. Retail PvP is not really, people don't love it. People don't love retail PvP. It's just, yeah, it's in a whole like world of its own. So if you're thinking of PvP, this might be the version for you actually. Now, someone who's really into PvP might want to come in here and actually shed some actual information here, but that's kind of the vibe that I've gotten. Is that I would say MoP PvP is actually better than retail PvP right now. But yeah, that's the goal. The goal is basically to like have fun, play with friends, you know. Play with friends, do goals, you know, stuff like that. Who's considered as a good player? How do people rank themselves? Well, when it comes to PvP, you will have... When it comes to PvP, you're going to have a rating. So that's kind of how you would see if someone's a good player or not. You son of a bitch. Come over here. Did this guy just psych me out? You have a rating in PvP. in PvE, like when you do like raids and stuff, I know it sounds like I'm saying the same word. You have a rating in PvP, like a number, basically like your elo. When it comes to raiding, basically you compare yourself against other guilds on the server about how fast you clear or how much you've cleared. So like there are harder versions as well. There's also going to be challenge mode dungeons, which is the precursor to really, really hard dungeons being in retail. So honestly, I would say Mr. Pandaria is a good place to start if you're thinking of trying it out. It's also, you don't have to pay for it either. You just need a subscription. Whereas if you wanted to play retail, which would be the War Within, you'd actually have to buy the game. Yeah. Good questions, though. Good questions. Let me know if you have any other ones. %, it's better in MoP. Yeah, that's... yeah. The cleave in retail PvP is just like I played a lot of PvP in Dragonflight, not a lot, but I played enough to I think know what I'm talking about, because solo shuffle was like really interesting to me, and the cleave aspect of it all is just not, to me it just didn't seem as fun as like actually like CCing someone and, you know, actually like setting up a kill. I know you still set up a kill, but like I don't know. It just seems like it's different. So classic WoW, in your opinion, would be the start. So just play it out, level out, find a guild. It all seems this strange to me, this whole game. I feel like there's so much to do. There is a lot to do, and it's going to take you a while to learn it. Yeah. But yeah, my recommendation would be Miss the Pandaria, because it's not too retail, it's not too classic. It's I feel like it's a nice middle ground, honestly. The Truthbreaker shield? Hell yeah, come to Papa. Yeah, I really do feel like Mr. Pandaria is a nice middle ground right now. I would definitely try Mr. Pandaria. You could do Alliance is generally seen as more of the PvP, so there's 2 factions on WoW as well. I don't know if you're how much you know. Horde is more of like the raiding PvE side of things, and Alliance is generally more of the PvP. That's like generally speaking, but people do both on both factions. Well, I would say more like the purists. If you're only into PvE and you want to like eke out that last little bit, you're probably going Horde. If you're only into PvP or like 90% into PvP and you want to eke out that last little bit, then you're going to go Alliance. That's pretty much how the factions break down in Miss of Pandaria, from my understanding. So if you don't know whether to play Horde or Alliance, those are some things you could consider. Let's go. Okay, guys, I'm going to Twilight Highlands now. Let's do the cock. I got some rested XP. I don't know if I'm going to hit 85 tonight. Maybe save 85 for tomorrow night. Human Frostmage, Mr. Pandaria, maybe? Dude, Human Frostmage is gonna be a good choice. Human Frostmage is gonna go hard in Mr. Pandaria. Frostmage, I think, is like busted in MoP from what I've heard. Because I've been watching some like PvP videos too, mostly to get an idea of like healers. And Frostmage just seems absolutely busted. And invite for the cock. Fire's very solid too. How much is the sub? If you're... It depends on your location, Russian. It depends on where you call home, your country. In the US, it's $15 a month. Yeah, Serbia, Europe. Yeah, it depends, and I don't know. Right. I don't know the individual price per country. You'd have to check it out yourself. Probably somewhere around $15 US. If I had to guess, I'd hope they keep it pretty consistent. Yeah. Fire's very solid too. All mages have deep freeze now. Yeah, this, I don't know, this guide I was saying is like, who else is cocking with me? This guy? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boys. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I heard that fire and arcane can work, but like frost is just like so good. Trixie, what's up, Trixie? How you doing? Welcome back, dude. Thank you so. Oh my gosh, dude, the heart me, the go populars, the tiny dinies. Thank you, Trixie. How you doing tonight, man? Smite is already here. Okay. You talking about mages? Yeah, we're talking about mages in PvP. Frost is definitely top, but fire in certain comps is brutal too. Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Is someone doing this right now? Oh yeah, they are. Okay, cool. Did they just start? What's this? Oh, it's intellect. Frost is always top for most PvP. Yeah. What boss are they on, guys? Oh, the Grand. Okay, cool. I guess they're almost done. Yeah, Frost is definitely top. Yeah. However, it depends if you're running 2v2, etc. on what expansion. This game seems intimidating to me. Does it? Yeah. It's it definitely has a chance to pull you in. Clear your schedule if you're going to give it a try. Clear your schedule, buddy. You're going in. Was that the last one for them? Oh no. Wait, what the hell? What's up, Rokash? Drop out of school and play WoW, son. Yeah, right? Play on Peggle in the Classic and Tech Hundreds on retail. Nice, dude. I don't even know what my retail server is. What the hell are y'all doing over here? You guys are playing soccer? Hey, you guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. Peggle and Area 52 for me. I'm doing Peggle and are we good to go? Did they clear? No, they didn't clear. Y'all need to hurry up. They have 2 more? Okay. Let me switch to arms then. Are you tanking, Golo? I hope so. Trixie's the OG Peggle since launch. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. I like play on either, depends on my mood. Yeah, it makes sense. You have like 325 games on your Steam account as well. I'm pretty much just a WoW head, dude. I pretty much just play WoW. What did I get new in ARMS? Anything? Anything? Nothing. Okay, we're just waiting for this guy to be done. Then we're gonna do it up. So if I wanted the achievement of being the best PvP player, would it be on retail or classic? How do they compare? I mean, which is more competitive and accepted? Yeah, that's kind of a tough question. I went live for like 2 hours today. Tomorrow will be around 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. start for a few hours. You're going to be on around then? No, Trixie. I'll be with kids then, man. Oh, wait, hold on. 8 or 9 a.m. Pacific time? I might do a small stream tomorrow morning. But that'll end at 9 a.m. Pacific time for you. Before 9 a.m. Pacific time. So I don't think we're gonna have a lot of crossover. I'll be online more on Friday afternoon. Yeah. Yep. Gotta be with kids, man. Gotta be with the kids. Unless they're sleeping. And then I'm streaming. Yeah. It is what it is. My schedule's going to be a little different after the summer break is over. I got 2 kids. They're 4 and 3. You're up? Okay, thanks, dude.
Time is money, friend.
Let's go, boys. Let's get it done. I'll be running. You feel PvP? Did I catch that? Classic PvP is way better. I feel PvP on Classic is more competitive. Yeah. Oh no, I don't have this. What is this ability that I have? Oh, that's okay. It's been a while since I haven't done arms for a while. Here we go. Let's keep knocking it out.
Hey, how you doing?
No one else is doing the. Is anyone else doing the quest? I think y'all already did it. I'll be running loads of mythics, trying to get the last bit of rep and some heirlooms I don't have. Oh yeah, like the Twilight dungeons, Trixie. I'm a truck driver, so I don't have too much else to do. Nice, Rokash. How do you like it? How do you like being a truck driver? I'm getting carried so hard, dude. What button was that to hit, dude? I don't even know. I think my keybinds are a little off.
Yo.
Been at it 10 years. Nice, dude. I hear truck drivers can make pretty good money. You must be doing okay if you've been doing it for 10 years. Or at least it seems okay. Would it be a problem if I, myself, a solo player, is playing by myself in Classic? Can I do it all alone? No, you can't do it all alone. Yeah, you can't do dungeons or raids or arena PvP solo. Well, okay, so it's a difference of like raids and arena, you have to bring your own group. There are certain things where you would play with other people, but you don't have to bring your own group. Yeah, not to affiliate with anyone else. I think in that sense, you're probably... Yeah, you can't do it all alone. You can't. No. But in retail, you can. In retail, you can do solo shuffle. In retail, you can do PvP alone. Like rated, like get an elo PvP alone. But you cannot do that in Mists of Pandaria. I would love for them to come out with solo shuffle in Mists of Pandaria. Is that a hot take? Like, would people actually be against solo shuffle in Mists of Pandaria? Because I thought solo shuffle was a really fun addition to PvP in Dragonflight, and I think it would be a lot of fun. I think people would really enjoy it, and if they already have the code for it, I don't see why not. Like, let's do it, man. Solo shuffle is like a solo arena. Basically it's a solo arena. It's a 3v3 arena where you are grouped up with like random people. Yeah, if you want to, yeah, that's a good point, Rokash. Exactly. If you want to solo a lot of stuff, then retail is probably more what you're looking for. Dang, that was a fat slam. I forgot that slam was a big part of my damage on this class.
Hey, how you doing?
So many questions I've asked. Thanks for answering. Yeah, I mean, and thanks to other people who've helped out too, like Rokash. Some other folks have helped out with some information also. Well, shoot, I think I'm gonna log in. Hey, why not, dude? That's the spirit. Yes, GG's boys. Thank you guys for the help. I appreciate it. There's no one-handed weapon with strength on it. What a crock of shit, dude. Guess I'm gonna have to get this cool sword. Done and done. My Frost DK on retail is also called Rokash. Frost DK on classic is named. It's Rokash everywhere. Hell yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Cock lovers. Oh my god, dude. I'm a big cock guy. Prove it, bro. Prove it. DM me on Discord right now. Is my charge macro? No, it's not. It's this one, the help harm one. I need to put that on. Get on camera right now, bro. Or you're lying. Okay, that is the right one. Cool. The stream is lagging. It's all good now. Oh, sorry about that, dude. Yeah, I don't... TikTok is weird, man. I don't know. TikTok streams lag more, I think, than the other ones do. Was lagging for like 20 seconds. That sucks. What guild are you in? Rokash, I'm in the guild Think. Send a dungeon? Okay, let's do a dungeon, boys. Let's do it. Let's go, boys. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not tank. Hold on. Scratch that. I'm not tank. Yeah, buddy. Let's do the dang thing. I need some life advice. At 19, to be honest, finished school and now I'm working in a warehouse for 6 months. I feel stuck. Or more like unfulfilled. Oh, you're in Ravenhill nightclub with Savage, dude? Hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, man, it's not 19 is a tough time, bro. 19 is a tough time. I don't know, yeah. I mean, yeah, you got the entire world ahead of you. What's my whirlwind button on? Q? There we go. Nice. Nice. I did more damage than Smite on that fight. Get wrecked. Get fucking wrecked. Oh my god, Gullo's just sending us, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. Make a plan. I guess that's the number one thing I would tell you. Make a plan, stick to it. Make a backup plan. Do that. I know that might be lame, but like, make a plan. Make a plan and figure out what you need to do to realize that plan. My gosh, guys. The carry is real. More. More. Keep going. Stop. Don't take your finger off a W. I feel like the job that you do is the big part of the life. It's 8 hours a day. It plays a big role. Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. I aggroed the guy. I aggroed the guy. Save me. It definitely plays a big role. Yeah. I mean, and if you want to stop doing that, then you got to make a plan to get out of it, right? Whatever that plan is, like only you can figure that out. What do you want to do? What does it take to get there? And then just give yourself time to figure it out. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're only 19, dude. I had no idea what I wanted. You know what I wanted to be at 19, dude? I don't even fucking know. I don't even fucking know what I wanted to be at 19. I was doing illegal and dumb shit at 19. So yeah. Thanks for all the good stuff. Going away for sleep. Have a good night, man. Come back anytime. Come back anytime. Happy to help as much as I can, dude. Same. Take care, guys. Or maybe you were saying same to something else. Yeah. Dude, I still don't know what I want to be. I'm a fucking stay-at-home dad. I quit my job. I quit my job a few years ago because I didn't love it. And I was like, well, my wife is making more money than me anyway. Not by a ton, but like enough. And she likes her work. She does well in her like work setting. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, she wants to work. I don't want to work. I'll just be a stay-at-home dad while I figure it out some more. I'm gonna be like 80 and have like no career to show for it, dude. But it's all good, man. Who cares? It's all still out there. I'm fucking 38 and I feel like I can still do just about anything I want. Uh-oh. I didn't get out in time. Oh no. Need to kill this guy. Not that guy. Tontka's necklace? Not for me. That ain't for me. Where the hell did I go? Here we go. Does Colossus Smash give me rage or take away rage? I don't think it does either. I think it's rage neutral. Also, does anyone know if you still get rage when you take damage? I assume you do. Hell yeah, boys. GG's. Back? Do I want that? Yeah, I do. Actually. Nice. You want to go again? You only get rage when you take damage in Berserker. Oh. Is that part of the tank, is that part of the tank rotation at all? That seems like a nice way to, like... That seems like a really nice way to, cheese the system a little bit. I don't have Purge Smite. Let's just get that out of the way. This bot is so silly, dude. Oh, I never promoted Guaranteed and Arga to Raider in Guild. I need to do that. He dodged my Colossus Smash, bro. Unbelievable. Oh my god, dude. I always found this boss to be really annoying. Yeah. Did I equip that cloak? I need to equip that cloak. Kill him! Good job, team. Hey, it's a nice little amulet. I'm getting some nice gear. I'm getting some good gear. Price, life grip him. Or purge or something, dude. What is going on? Man, I wish Intervene actually took me to where the person was instead of where they were when I cast Intervene. What kind of bullshit is that, honestly? Take me to where my friend is, not where he's gonna be. Or not where he used to be. You guys are going so fast. I like it. Dude, I couldn't even get an execute off on that guy, and I was spamming it. Good lord, man. Smite, are you gonna go unholy and raid, dude? It looks like unholy might be better now. What do you think? One or the other, yeah. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, that's good. You got a free mount kit from Blizzard? Hell yeah, dude. PvP as unholy though? Yeah, it seems like that's the way to go. I figured you would just go with whichever one is the best for that specific raid or that tier. That's what I assumed. You pay 2 years at a time, dude? Dude, I'm on like a month to month now. I need to get like some 6-month gaming. I need to buy like the 6-month one. I think there's something to gain from 6-month too. Isn't there a big isn't there was something for the 6-month one now, for 6-month sub. Yeah, that's how you get mounts and pets, for sure. That's true. God, I can't do anything in this group, bro. I can't even catch up. See, what are my buttons though? I should probably have those memorized in some capacity, right? Mouse 4. Where's mouse 4 at? There it is. Oh, did I put that on the right one? No, I didn't. Go there. Are you excited for MoP, Rokash? Are you guys what's the plan with Ravenhill Nightclub? What do y'all what kind of raiding guild do you guys raid? Are you guys PvP? I know you guys do some raves in Ravenhill. They do, but I can't because of my job. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. How are you guys so fast? Oh, heroic leap. Roll. I don't have Heroic Leap yet. And will not pug a raid. Yeah, fair. Pugging a raid can be a terrible freaking experience.
That's it. You've done it. The vault door is opening. Now we can. Oh, no.
What's the Death Knight? What does the Death Knight speed come from? How do you move so fast as Death Knight? What's the ability there? Do you get like a sprint? I thought you just got things that made you like not slow down. Unholy Presence, got it. Cool. Oh, this guy's trying to fake me out.
We've done it. The control room is breached.
Talk to you later, Rokesh. Yeah, man, thanks for popping in. Yo, Bandy Boated Brim Reaper G, what's up? Thanks for the follow. Oh, I missed it. Oh no, how do I get out? Y'all totally, what the fuck, man? These are supposed to be my homies. I've been looking for a Peggle streamer. What's up, dude? I'm that guy, man. You like tanks? I'm playing a warrior and I'm playing a Brewmaster monk as my main. Yeah. What are you playing? I just started tanking for the first time last week, never going back. You love it? Ooh, bear? Nice, dude. That's what's up. Bring elevator to first floor. You guys go ahead and go without me. You guys don't need to wait up for me. Go ahead. Bring elevator to second floor. Oh, here we go. Yeah, go without me, guys. Don't worry about my little legs. You're just gonna outrun me when I get up there anyway. How do you like bear, dude? Have you been leveling with it, doing the random dungeon finder? Oh my gosh. Price, would you heal me, please? Good lord. Been grinding Twilights all night? Hell yeah. Gaming. Getting ready for the big show. That's what's up, man. I did some Twilights on my monk, but not a ton. Not a ton. But it was good to get in there, at least. But I'm not planning on like totally gearing out or anything. Not yet. Guys, I'm not even using my Blade Storm. I feel like a real piece of junk. I feel like a real piece of shit. Leather, sword. No. Did we already get the... Did we already finish? Do we need to do these bosses? Do we need to do these bosses? Should we just queue up again? Oh, that's it? Oh, you gotta do the fire one. Oh, I gotcha. Cool. Did you play Cataclysm, Bandy? Oh shit, quests. This is gonna be the last dungeon for me, y'all. This is gonna be it. Hell yeah. We're gonna get 85. Time to get level 85. I also have an 85 boost and I have no idea what to spend it on. I'm thinking maybe mage. Just because mage PvP sounds fun. And like mage is good for money too. Is mage still good for money? Like it seems like a lot of these tanks can solo shit also. Yo, do we even need to take the dragons? I say we skip the dragon part. I don't really see a reason to do it. I think we're gonna be faster. I think we're gonna be faster than these dragons, bro. I think BDK or Brew is king for solo. Yeah, that's what I'm doing as my main. I'm doing Brew. I'm very excited about it. It's been a lot of fun. A big challenge too, which just makes it more fun. Let's go, boys. Let's get her done. I really need to use my abilities more. Oh, ghoul pulled. We'll just wait for it to come to us. No rush. My guild is carrying me through some normals right now. Gonna hit 85 on this character, and then I just need to do professions. I've been playing a lot of the pre-patch, and I feel like there's still more to catch up on. I feel like there's still more I feel like I haven't completed yet. Panda, your name is amazing. Did you hit character limit? I'm so impressed. Yeah, right? Same. You done good. I'm compensating, aren't we all? We're all compensating in one way or the other. I don't think I need that. Nope. Don't like the agility. And the sailors say, Bandy, you a fine orc. You a fine orc. Peaches, is that from something, or did you just make that up? I'm winning.
I'm in danger.
Yes, dude. Let's get the blurps going. Oh, that's Brandy. Yeah. Get those blurps going, bruh. They're so fun.
It's cold. A big old knobs. It has the juice.
It has the juice. I never knew about that until my wife showed it to me, dude. Cat jam. Hell yeah, brother. I feel like I gotta put some like individual ones of like my sound bites though. That's what Peaches does in her stream, and they're pretty sweet. I'm jealous of them. Very jealous. There's one where Peaches thinks she's Celine Dion. And, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Peaches, I gotta say. You missed your calling. The custom ones, look through your clips and see if you have anything you'd be willing to harass yourself with. Yeah, true. That's what I need to do. See if I can harass myself with anything. Bro, I can't even get a Blade Storm off. I'm getting carried too hard. I can't play the game. Prepatch pizza's calling. Bro, I want pizza. I want fucking pizza, dude. Ding! We got there. We finally got there on the warrior. I started this warrior 2 months ago. 2 months ago, maybe? Oh shit, I got heroic leap. That's gotta go on the bar like ASAP, right? Where are we putting heroic leap at? Heroic leap on that one, yeah. Let's go, brother. I jumped over it. It's corn. Corn has the juice. What's the cooldown on fucking... Oh, there's no way to kill that guy, huh? Okay. I wasn't sure if there was a way that we could actually kill that guy or not, because it seemed like if there was a way that we would have gotten him just then. I think Price was here, lad, when we did this on the Twilight Protocol and we kept wiping over and over again. Because the fire elementals, dude. Yeah, they don't kill people here, I guess. They don't kill people here, but they definitely did in the Twilight Protocol. Yeah, Dwarf is the way to go. I feel like Dwarf is like the class, the fantasy for warrior. It don't get no better than that. My goodness. These dungeons are too easy for y'all. What is that ability? Resets the cooldown on something. I don't know what it was, though. Is that Mortal Strike? Maybe it is. No, Colossus Smash? Oh, Colossus Smash. Resets the cooldown on Colossus Smash. Nice. Bam! GG's, y'all. You're healing. Fuck that. Wildhammer. Hey, that's an upgrade. I'll take it. Oh, yeah. That's it for me, guys. I'm out. That's it for me, y'all. I'm out for now. I am done for now. Thank you for the carry. Appreciate the carry, y'all. Appreciate the carry to finish up the 85. Yo, Zombie Stalker, what's up, man? Thank you for saying Zep, dude. I remember you popping in here before, but I totally would have forgotten. How you doing, man? How you doing, dude? No, don't kick me out. Don't kick me out. Unbelievable. I can't believe y'all dropped me like that. No, it's all good. It don't matter. How's it going? It's good, man. Just got a warrior to 85. Had a big old guild meeting tonight. I can just go back in, right? I don't care. I don't care anymore. Had a big old... You're in Highlands and close to the entrance. Oh, where's the entrance, dude? Where's the entrance? It's on the left side of the map. By Bastion Twilight. Oh, I see it. Grim Batol. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'll just go there real quick. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I had a big old guild meeting tonight. Nice little guild meeting. We're doing a lot of prep for Mr. Pandaria. We're gonna be doing heroic progression. So like we're gonna be bashing our head against the wall a little bit, you know, trying to get it done. Quite the opposite of hardcore, where you don't really have the luxury of bashing your head against the wall. You kind of got to get it right the first time, right? So, yeah. I'm excited for it though. It's gonna be fun, dude. We have a 10-man squad going. I'm really excited for the 10-man raiding again. Although in Classic, I love the 40-man. I really don't want that to change in Classic Plus. I really want 40-mans. I just feel like that is such a big part of Classic. Is like the 40-man raids. And the 20-man raids too. I wouldn't be opposed to Classic Plus if they put in some 10-mans, but I would hate if they like totally took out 40-man. But that might be what the people want these days. I don't know. But yeah, just got the warrior to level 85, getting ready for Miss Pandaria. I'm gonna be maining a Brewmaster monk though, which is the first time I've ever really. I've never played a Brewmaster monk. I've never even played Miss Pandaria, so it'll all be new to me. Yo, heroic leap is nice. I like it. I like it. What's the cooldown on it? 45 seconds. Gross. That's too long. I need my heroic leap to be like 15 seconds, man. I need to be leaping all over the dang place. 20-man raids are a completely different vibe, at least from BWL MC to ZG. Yeah, totally. 100%. Yeah. Well, guys. Holy shit.
Light be with you.
Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, this was a BOE that I needed on? I'm just gonna sell it, dude. I'm just gonna sell it, dude. I did not mean to do that. Oh well. Sometimes it'd be like that. It's only 28 gold. No one really cares, right? No one cares, right, guys? I mean, whoa, hello. This is pretty nice. Let's put that up there. Toxic streamer privilege. Oh my gosh, dude. You know what? Trixie did make me 4 bags. I will take that streamer privilege, bro. I will freaking take it. No, Trixie's just a nice person. I think he would have done that to anybody. Guys, I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow morning. For a few hours. Most likely, as long as our nanny arrives. Our new nanny arrives. Just for a few hours. And then, again, I'll be streaming tomorrow night. and then Friday during the day. Usually I stream Friday from like 9 or 10 to like 4 or 5. But on this coming Friday, I'm going to stream for more like 1 p.m. to like 6 p.m. So like a 5-hour stream on Friday. We just have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do on the Panda Brewmaster Monk. We have not as pressing work to do on the Warrior, but things that I'd like to keep prepared. Double Funk, let's go. On Thursday, tomorrow, yeah. Thursday, most likely. I just need to get in here and do some mining on my Monk and do some professions. So if you tune in, you're coming with me. And that's going to be it for my stream tonight, y'all. That's going to be it for the stream tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out. If you stayed during the guild meeting, I appreciate that. That probably wasn't like the coolest or most fun topic. Maybe it was. Maybe you really liked it. Maybe you like talking about guild stuff on stream. I kind of think it's interesting. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm going to raid someone. If you would do me the pleasure of hanging out while I raid someone, that would be amazing. And I would very much appreciate it. We are going to raid Sperry. I have seen the I'm doing an event on July 20th. I'm doing an event on July 20th on Sunday. Okay? It's going to be a Makara event. It's going to start at noon. No, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Okay? And this person, Sperry, is going to be in there with me. Okay? She's going to be in there as well. So, say what's up. Have a wonderful night. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Appreciate you.